Good morning, Mr. Fikens. Can you hear me?
I can, Mr. Reed. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Mr. Yancey, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
What's going on?
Wow.
I think.
Did they say anybody?
Please keep your device on mute. Thank you. If you have a question, call the courtroom at 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. I know that some of you all are at work. Court starts at 8:45 on this morning. That was your hearing time. I have a number of people at work, so I can't do everybody first because I can't do 10 people at one time first. So thank you for your patience on this morning. We'll start in 2 minutes.
I'll put some more gas there. This time.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. As you can see, I have a lot going on this morning. It's Monday. They closed down the parking on this morning. I had to park a block over. I had to walk in the heat. It's 80 degrees in Detroit at 8:15 in the morning. Amen. And so listen, I'm going to need y'all to be patient on this morning. You know that when you come into my courtroom, you've got to mute your device. You know that we don't do shout outs in this courtroom. And for those of you who don't know, now you know. We don't do shout outs in courtroom 133. If you have a question, please pick up your phone. Call my clerk at 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. If you are on a device and you do not have your name on that device, I want to encourage you to put your name on the device. If you don't know how to put your name on the device, send a chat to Miss Wilson or to your attorney so they can put Miss Wilson can get your name put on the device, or the clerk can get your name put on the device so you're not sitting in the wrong place all morning long. All right, with that, some housekeeping stuff. If you are at work and you're going to be moving around, or if you're at home and you're going to be moving around, please turn your camera off and then turn it back on when you're not moving around anymore. Because if I turn your camera off, or one of the co-hosts turn your cameras off, you are going to be off until the end of my docket. And that's really gonna jack you up. I don't wanna see what's going on in your house, because I will be ear hustling and eye hustling. That's what I do. So make sure if you're gonna move around and do some stuff, make sure you turn your camera off. With that on this morning, I would say good morning to Aletha Guillory. I heard that she is watching our courtroom on this morning, so don't y'all make me act out in front of what probably my oldest childhood friend that's watching this morning. She think I'm so nice, and I am. So don't y'all make me act out this morning. All right, let's get it going. I am going to start by having the defense attorneys assigned to specialty court. Please place your appearance on the record at this time.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make the same motion.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I'm going to now go to the case managers. Mr. Griffin, I have you up first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And then, Mr. Griffin, do you have any preliminary matters for me this morning?
Just one thing, Mr. Karsmerick have to take his car in to be calibrated today for the thing. So if we can get him early, but other than that, everything else is good.
All right, thank you. I'll do my best, Mr. Griffin. I've got a lot of stuff going on this morning, but I'll definitely try.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. Ms. Harris, you are up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for specialty court. I do have, and I'm not seeing him, so maybe he's in the waiting room, but Dakari Rogan is on the docket this morning, and he needed to be in a breakout room. He's just connected. He needs to go into a breakout room with one of the attorneys to discuss some matters with some outstanding tickets that he is also on the docket for separately later on this morning with you.
All right, very good. I just let Mr. Rogan into the courtroom.
Thank you.
And so Ms. Wilson or Ms. Mack, if you could place Mr. Rogan and one of the attorneys who will be going in with Mr. Rogan.
I'll go in, Mr. Perkins, I'll go in with him.
All right, if you could place Mr. Reed and Mr. Rogan in a breakout room, that would be great. Thank you, Ms. Harris. I see Mr. Yancey, you're up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Do you have any preliminary matters?
I believe I have somebody in the courtroom, Mr. Van Pelt. He'll just need to come up to the third floor, and we'll have him do a couple things we need him to do.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Van Pelt, good morning to you. He is sitting in the courtroom. We're going to send you up to the third floor. Ask for Kenneth Yancey. Okay, and then we'll see you later. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. I saw the prosecutor, but she's left me. And so I also see that the Wayne County Jail is on this morning. I'm not sure who the defendant is. I need to know who that is so we can get the Wayne County Jail out of the way. I hate to have them waiting. That's not something I want to do. And then I do see Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Ritter and Defense Attorney Stevenson. Why y'all in my courtroom this morning? Good morning.
Morning, Judge. We're here for the tether violators that's in the jail this morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is that who's on? I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. We believe that that would be Mr. Ferguson at the Wayne County Jail, Ms. Turner at the Wayne County Jail, and Mr. Bassett at the Wayne County Jail. As Ms. Ritter has indicated, those would all be tether violators, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so is that one of your clients that's on the screen right now? Ms. Stevenson?
I am not seeing, oh, yes, Your Honor.
All right, which case is that, Ms. Stevenson?
I don't know yet, Your Honor. If we could go to breakout, identify.
Oh,
you have a lot of
absolutely.
people on your screen, Judge.
I do, I know, I have a lot of people today. I know, this is Monday, the Monday that we missed, and it's specialty court, so it's a humdinger today.
Okay.
All right, so.
If I
you
could
need
have
to go
a
in the
breakout with,
room?
yes, please, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so you came back. Yes, you did. You came back.
And he's in compliance.
And you're in compliance. I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm sorry. All right. Yes, sir. All right. I was worried about you. All right. Ms. Wilson or Ms. Mack, if you could place the defense attorney and the jail in a breakout room. I think you've done it. Then that would be great. All right. And then you all can let me know when we're ready to proceed. I don't see the Wayne County Jail is still here. I need the Wayne County Jail to go in that breakout room with Ms. Ritter.
Ms. Stevenson.
All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Stevenson. Yes, thank you. All right. I have so many folks on here this morning.
Judge,
all right, let's do it. Yes.
Judge, is that Mr. Green that came into the courtroom?
It is. Mr. Green came back.
Okay. Can you have him come up and the test? I got him the sheet down there. And he was in compliance over the whole weekend.
All right, very good. Yes, I do.
Yes.
It's Marvin Green. Right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, Mr. Green, I need you to go up and see Mr.
Yep, just tell me to go to the lab. Yep, just go to the lab. I got him a sheet down there already.
Go right to the lab, okay? Are you all right with me, Mr. Green? All right. All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, place your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Cleveland. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
Yes, I have a couple of things, Your Honor. I'll probably have to come down there and sidebar with you, but I have
Wait, hold on. What's that noise? Can you just call and let them know that's not usual? The last time that happened, the ceiling came down on us. All right. All right, Miss Cleveland, why don't you come down so I can get my docket started, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. Miss Smith, can you reach out to Melanie Barbosa and let her know I need a pass for the gym to park because I had to pay for parking this morning. And so I'm not certain how long that street will be out. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. All right, let's get started. We do not have any promotions on this morning. And so I am going to start on this morning with, let's see. I believe that Ms. Smith is at work or on her way to work. So Ms. Smith, I'm gonna do your case first. Ms. Smith, good morning to you. I need files too. She's coming with them. All right. Good morning, Ms. Smith.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I am doing very well, very well. Let me place my case number, your case number on the record, 22L011670D. State your full name for me.
Alexandria Smith.
All right, Miss Smith, how's that new job going? Are you still loving it? You look like
it. Yes.
You do?
I have to go. Yes, I have to go to the airport in a few hours. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and start getting dressed now.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Very good. How are you doing with respect to keeping up with the things that you're required to do for this program?
Oh, very good. Again, just still focusing on my end goals so I can be done with all this. That's what I'm really waiting for and excited for. So, and then with my job, it doesn't even distract me from reaching that goal. So I'm really happy.
Very good. Are you going to speak with your counselor?
Yes, I'll be speaking with Mr. Griffin.
No, that's your case manager, your counselor.
Oh, my counselor. Yes, I will.
You haven't been?
No, yes, I will. I've been doing everything accordingly. So yeah, everything's been going good. She knows everything that's been going on with me too. I've still been going to my AA meetings also. So everything's been going well.
I guess the thing that I'm trying to figure out, Mr. Griffin, is she attached to a counseling service and is she within following best practices in making those appointments?
Yes, Your Honor. She actually, I got a letter. She completed outpatient treatment at DRP. She's still connected with Miss Walker. So that's what she was actually, Miss Mel. Yeah. So I did get her progress. So she, so she got you know, aftercare services and everything. So she's in compliance and she's still attending meetings.
All right, very good. All right. What have you learned, Ms. Smith, since you've been with us?
It gets better over time and definitely having patience and trusting the process. I've been using that throughout life, like with all my life experiences now, just trusting the process, knowing it gets better at the end.
Yes, ma'am. It does get better over time. Is there anything that you learned that you believe you're going to take with you long after you finish this program?
Oh yes, like it's not even worth it. Just thinking about your actions before you actually do it. The company that you keep also, because if I would listen to that first mind, I definitely wouldn't be in some of the situations that I'm in now. So it's not even worth it.
Yes, ma'am. All right, very good. And I hope that through your services with DRP that you have learned some things about yourself that you need to work on and continue to work on so that you never have this interaction again with this system. I hope that that's happened.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
All right. All right, very good. Tell me something you've accomplished since the last time I've seen you.
Work-wise or just like in life in general?
Either one.
I have been being okay with being uncomfortable because with this job, it definitely requires me to become uncomfortable and a lot of new changes as far as not being always around those loved ones that I'm used to, like my mom, and now just leaning on that support from my friends and family, and then still knowing that they're there the entire time. So it just helps a lot too.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions or concerns you need to raise with the team this morning?
No.
All right, Mr. Griffin, was Ms. Smith at the picnic?
No, she wasn't, Your Honor. She was working.
Okay. And that's because she's still on that probation period, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Griffin, anything additional to report out as to Ms. Smith? Is she in compliance?
She's in compliance with your orders at this time, Your Honor.
And she's in phase
3.
3?
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. All right, then what I am going to do is I'm going to schedule Ms. Smith for a face-to-face. That face-to-face will happen on September 19th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. Did you get that, Ms. Smith?
Yes, I just wrote it down.
All right, awesome. Good to see you. Continue to do
Yes,
well.
good to see
I'm so
you.
glad that things have worked out for you. I knew they would, and so I'm excited for you, okay?
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you so much.
All right, have a good one.
You too, bye.
All right, let's go to Mr. Singleton. I know that you are at work. I have 222112. Mr. Singleton, state your full name for me.
Yes, Jarrell Singleton, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Singleton. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. You didn't answer my question. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing swell.
All right, very good. You at work today?
Yes, ma'am. I'm out in Erie.
I'm sorry.
I'm out in Erie right now. Yes, I'm at work.
All right, very good. Mr. Singleton, did I see you at the picnic?
Yes, ma'am.
I did. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you enjoy yourself even given the rain?
Yes, I enjoyed myself for the hours I was there. Yes.
All right, very good. Very good. Did you bring any family with you?
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
You didn't? Okay. No. All right. All right. But I'm glad that you showed up. Because the folks that didn't show up had to come and sit out their picnic time with me for 3 hours. And they had to sit in the courtroom for 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sucks, right? Yeah. All right, Mr. Singleton, tell me what's been going on with you. What have you accomplished since the last time I've seen you?
Oh, I've been just accomplishing everything, staying focused, believing in God, believing in myself that I can make it through this program.
All right, what's been difficult for you?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I just been compliance with everything and just been truthful to myself and truthful to God.
All right, very good. I want to hear about some of your accomplishments. What have you accomplished since the last time I've seen you? Or what have you accomplished since you've been with us?
Just been accomplishing staying focused and just maintaining, just staying away from the wrong people.
All right, no goals that you've set for yourself that you've accomplished so far?
No, just staying focused. That's all. Just not drinking and
okay,
just moving forward. That's all.
All right. All right, very good. Case managers, you all know where I'm going with this. All right, very good. Mr. Singleton, is there anything that you need us to assist you with, to help you with?
No, Your Honor. Just, if I fall back, I call Mr. Yancey, reach out to Mr. Yancey and see if he can help me out with anything. And he has so far, he's been talking to me.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Mr. Yancey, what phase is Mr. Singleton in?
Yeah, he's in phase 2. So he's been doing well. He did tell me about some goals, and he is accomplished in those goals. He might not be able to think about them right this second, but he is doing well with that, and he's in compliance with everything at this time. Between me getting reports and everything I can view, he's in good shape.
All right, and is he still connected to his third-party provider for counseling services?
Yes.
All right, very good. How's that going, Mr. Singleton?
That's going swell. I mean, she's been helping me out a lot. She's been just pushing me forward.
All right, awesome, wonderful. All right, Mr. Singleton, do you have any questions today?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you will have a face-to-face with Mr. Yancey on September 12th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m., okay?
Okay, September 12th, 1:30. Okay.
All right, awesome. You are in great shape, Mr. Singleton. Keep up the great work, okay?
Okay, I sure will, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You are free to leave.
You have a blessed day.
All right, you do the same. Good morning, yes. And then Mr. Karsmazik, you're up next because I know you have to go get that car calibrated this morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, give me 1 second. I need to do a sidebar. It's burning up in here. Is it just me?
No, it's burning up here.
Okay, yes.
No, I did not try to do that.
Let's do it. She's trying to get your attention. All right, let's do Mr. Karsmazik, and then I have a motion that I need to hear. Did you get in touch with the office, with the attorney's office for the court?
I sent an email, I didn't get a response yet, Judge.
Can you call over there, let her know my motion was up, it's up at 8:30 this morning, and I'm ready. All right, give me 1 second, Ms. Cleveland. I need to do Mr. Karsmazik. And then I can take your question. I have case number 2000228 FD. Mr. Karsmazik, state your full name, please.
Jacob Kaczmarczyk.
I can barely hear you.
Jacob Kaczmarczyk.
There we go. All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Karsmazik?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. Mr. Karsmazik, were you at the picnic?
Yes, I actually seen you in person.
I did. Now you know I'm old. Don't make everybody know my age now. I can't remember everything. You saw me and you did. And you spoke to me. What did you think of the picnic, Mr. Karsmazik?
It was pretty good. It was just a fun thing to be in.
Yes, yes. I hope that you got an opportunity to enjoy some of the things that were out there.
Yes, I did.
All right, very good. How are you doing with working your program, Mr. Karsmazik?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I have no problems or anything like that, and I pretty much just going through it.
You're just going through it. All right. Are you still connected to your counseling services?
No, I already finished that.
All right, but what's your continuum of care? Because just because we finish counseling doesn't mean that we're done.
I know, but I have my family to support me and everybody else around me. Everybody with positive attitude. So.
Who's the case manager, Mr. Griffith? What's his continuum of care?
Yeah, he does after-care services if needed, Judge. He was with a private insurance, but he does have after-care services. So he knows that anytime he needs to check back in or having any problems, he can check back in. So he's been in compliance with everything.
Awesome, very good. And Mr. Karsmarzik, I can count on you if you need some assistance, or if you feel yourself, needing to get just stabilized, that you will reach back out to your provider. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Mr.
All
Griffin
right, very good.
was very helpful with everything I needed, so.
I can't hear you. Say that one more
I said
time.
Mr. Griffin was very helpful with everything I needed. And anything I have questions or help, I just call and reach out to him,
Right, but I want to know that you're going to reach out to your provider through your insurance, should you feel that you need to get some additional services through them. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right, very good. I love it. Have you accomplished anything since the last time I've seen you?
Well, I pretty much just been doing whatever I have to do to stay away from the wrong people and just going through the program. And I what I accomplished, and I mean, I always wanted to have a camper, so I actually bought one.
Okay. All right. And so I'm excited that you are doing very well in the program. How are you feeling about your progress? You're in phase 4. Is that correct, Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, phase 4, Your Honor.
Phase 4.
All right. How are you feeling about your progress, Mr. Karsmarzik?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, my life changed so much different than from the start to now. It's 180.
Yes. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that your life is different and that you feel good about your progress, because you are almost there. And so we want to make sure that you're getting everything that you need, so that when you do leave us, that you can come back and visit, say hi, tell us about your progress, but you won't come back through this system again. You agree with me? That's what we're working on?
Yes, that's
all right.
That's my goal. That's my goal.
All right, awesome. Mr. Griffin, are you all talking about pro-social activity for Mr. Karsmarzik?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'll keep it updated, so when we staff again, and I'll have some more conversation with him about that.
All right, because I heard him say he's staying away, but he's getting ready to go to phase 5.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure eventually. And what we want to make sure, this is for all of the people that are in the program. We don't want you to just shut your life off and do nothing while you're with us, because then when you leave us, there's a high likelihood that you're going to go out there and turn up. We want you to see how you can have fun, how you can socialize and be around people and still do the things that you are required to do. And so that is very, very important for all of you. Sitting at home, not doing anything, staying away from everybody, that's like being incarcerated. And so then what happens when the doors open? Now you have all of this stuff accessible to you, but you don't know how to handle it because you've been sitting at home isolated from everyone. We want you to get out and do some things. That was one of the reasons we had the picnic as well. That's the reason we're going to have some other interactive events, because we want you all to socialize and not just be locked up in the house. All right, Mr. Griffin, what else do you want to tell me, if anything, about Mr. Karsmarzik? Is he in compliance?
Yep, he's in compliance at this time, Your Honor. No problem for Mr. Karsmarzik.
All right, very good. Mr. Karsmarzik, do you have any questions for me?
Nope, not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, you will have a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin on September 19th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Does that work for you, Mr. Karsmarzik?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time, okay? All right, thank you very much.
Judge.
Let's, yes.
I see that Mr. Parker is on. I don't think we have any veterans today, if I'm not mistaken. Or do we?
All right. Yes, sir. All right. For the attorneys that are here on the 8:30 matter, Miss, I know that I need 30 minutes. There's something that I need to review, and I need 30 minutes because I need to receive that from the Corporation Counsel's office, okay? So I appreciate you all being on time. Unfortunately, no, fortunately, we were closed on yesterday, so today is my Monday, and I'm required to see people at a certain time, and so today is just a really hectic day. But as soon as I get that information from the corporate counsel, I'll be ready to proceed. So thank you, and I am cognizant of your appointment. I do not plan to have you, your daughter's appointment, I don't plan to have you here anywhere close to that time, okay?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I appreciate the
All
court's
right.
time already.
Yes, thank you. All right, let's keep going. We'll get as much done as we can. I believe, Mr. Johnson, are you at work? You said no, shake your head no. You're not at work. All right, then I'm gonna keep moving. I think.
No, I'm not
I'm
at work.
sorry.
I'm ready. I'm down here. I'm about to go see my dad. He got killed on the 3rd. He got ran over by a car, so I'm down here trying to view his body. But after
Mr.
that,
Johnson,
I'm sorry
who
about
is
that.
your case manager?
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to talk about me, Mr. Yancey?
It's me, Your Honor.
Did you know about that, Mr. Yancey?
Probably about 30 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Johnson, I'm so sorry to hear that. I need to call your case. Mr. Johnson, I am so sorry to hear that. Let me call you your case. I have case number Z8082531. State your name, Mr. Johnson.
Louis Edward Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, how are you doing with everything?
I'm doing fine. They called my sister actually to last night. 2 days ago, at 1:30, and they told my dad had an accident, and I guess he's in a nursing home, but I guess they let him out to go to the store, or someone hit him and kept going.
I am so sorry. My condolences to you and your family. Listen, Mr. Johnson, I need you. Can I count on you? I'm going to ask you, can I count on you that because this is such a tragic event and it involves somebody that you love, can I count on you to talk with your counselor at Mr. Arnold regarding this so that you can get some assistance in navigating this? I mean, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am. I got a lawyer and everything because I'm not sure that they were supposed to let him out like that. And it was like about 8 o'clock at night. I'm not sure that he was supposed to be out like that. And they trying to call us and tell us like, okay, we don't know. He just left, and but y'all not supposed to let him out. Anyway, I have a lawyer and everything, investigating and everything. So
and I understand that, but I want to look at the grief side of it, because I know there are different stages of grief. Anger is one of them, but I want to make sure, because you've done so much work and you've made so much progress. You have come a long way. You are not the same Louis Johnson that started in this program back in February of this year. You've done a lot of work. You've overcome a number of things. I want to make sure that this tragic event does not take you backwards. And so I want you to speak with Mr. Arnold to start processing what's going on. All of those emotions, all of those feelings that are going to come with such a horrible event. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
yes,
very good. All right. Mr. Yancey, Mr. Johnson is in compliance, is that correct?
He's in compliance. I did talk to him about seeing Mr. Arnold. I believe he has an appointment in the late PM today with Mr. Arnold.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Johnson, can I count on you to make that meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Listen, we are here for you. Whatever we can do to help you get through this process, just know that we are in your corner, and don't hesitate to reach out. Let Mr. Yancey know what's going on. Call the courtroom, whatever you need to do so that we can help you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm going to schedule you for a face-to-face, and that's going to be on September 12th, 2023. At 1:30 p.m. with Mr. Yancey. But listen, if you need us before that time, please reach out, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right, anything from any of our other team members as to Mr. Johnson? I was not aware that this tragedy had happened to him.
Judge, I would just say to Mr. Johnson, be strong. I know you're going to get through this. I'm so sorry to hear what you had to say. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Yancey, was there anything else asked to Mr. Johnson?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Prior to the incident, he was doing well. He's still in compliance. I did talk to him about the importance of a couple of things, but I didn't have much time to talk to him at all. We just talked really briefly this morning, so I was not privy to this prior to this morning. But I'll keep in close contact with Mr. Johnson.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Johnson, you have your next date. We'll see you next time, okay? We're here if you need us. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Yes, that's from Ms. Wilson. Okay. Oh, okay, all right, thank you. All right, I don't see Mr. Rogan on the screen. Mr. Rogan, are you on the screen?
Yes, Judge,
ma'am.
he's there.
All right, very good. I have for Mr. Rogan, case number SP 116-67681, SX 414-85131, Z8083121. Mr. Rogan, state your full name for me.
Dakari Rogan.
All right, Mr. Rogan, how are you this morning?
A little frustrated. Somebody ate my lunch out the refrigerator.
Mr. Rogan, you didn't have your lunch marked?
That's the thing. I had it in the plastic bag. I just didn't put my name on it.
Oh. Who is eating people's lunch in 2023? That's nasty. Can you tell them at your job? The judge said y'all nasty. Miss Wilson said
I'm gonna make sure I tell them.
Mr. Rogan, I need you to tell them the judge said y'all nasty for eating my lunch out of the refrigerator.
Oh, I'm gonna tell them as soon as I go on break.
And let them know that, and then next time you need to make a special lunch for them and put it in that plastic bag and let them eat it. That's just disgusting that you would eat somebody else's lunch.
Exactly.
Mr. Rogan, make sure you get you some food today, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mr. Griffin laughing. I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm not gonna tell y'all that one time I had a new staff member and she had put her chicken wings in the refrigerator in my chambers, and somebody else who was, been on my staff ate the chicken wings because she thought they was hers, and she ate them. And we didn't let her live that down for a long time. We talked about her something awful. We laughed and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed because she ate that lady's chicken wings, and the lady was new to our staff. I'm like, the lady gonna quit. She be like, they eat people food over here, they nasty. But listen, she didn't know they was wrapped in foil like she be wrapping her wings. So, Mr. Rogan, it can happen, but tell them don't be doing that. They knew that wasn't their food. They knew that wasn't their food. All right, Mr. Rogan, are you in compliance? You just lightened the load this morning. Are you in compliance, Mr. Rogan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me what you've been doing. Come on, so I can get you back to work.
I've been raising them 2 little girls I got, getting them ready for school, working out, and staying positive.
Yes, and I saw your babies at the picnic. I think we talked about that. And they both have your face. They are beautiful.
Yeah.
You have to set some good examples for them because they are watching you. You know that,
Definitely.
right?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
I definitely know
Very
that.
good. Are you still showing up for your counseling?
Last time I had one, she hasn't scheduled another appointment for me. I had one meeting with Miss Thompson, and she said she was going to reach out to me, but she never reached out to me. So I take it I just got to reach out to her.
All right, Miss Harris, I need you to make sure to notify Miss Price, because Miss Price is responsible for making sure that our providers are in compliance with best practices with respect to the services that our defendants are receiving, our participants are receiving. And so I'm concerned, where is this at? DRP?
No, Your Honor, Development Center.
All right, I'm concerned.
I am as well, and I'm gonna reach out to Ms. Price as soon as we're done here and have her look into this for us.
All right, very good, because we need to make sure he's in compliance. All right, give us an opportunity to do that, Mr. Rogan. I am going to encourage you, you reach out. Don't wait for them, because you don't want this to hold you back. And not just hold you back in the program, but hold you back from working on the things you need to work on so you can make the progress that you should be making while you're in this program. Your personal progress, okay?
Understandable.
All right. Ms. Harris, is Mr. Rogan in compliance?
Yes, Your Honor, he is in compliance. I do want to bring up to Your Honor's attention, he did go into that breakout room with the attorney earlier to discuss those outstanding tickets he has on the docket for 10:30. And I don't know what that discussion was, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we touched on that.
Judge,
All
if I
right.
may,
Thank you. Yes.
I did go in the breakout room, Mr. Rogan. Discussion was concerning, Mr. Rogan has some civil infractions that the court gave him additional time to pay. He's been unable to pay those, and we were asking the court for another 30 days for him to pay his civil infractions.
Now,
He's
Mr.
in
Rogan,
compliance.
Mr. Rogan, how many 30-day extensions I'm going to give you?
This the last one, Judge. I just been so backed up with DTE. I don't got no bridge cards, so buying food, getting the girls ready for school, back to school, trying to get back on track with bills and stuff like that. And I barely be having money for myself sometimes.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make it so that it's affordable for you to do. So as to SP 127-935-61, I need him to pay this one by, I will adjourn it to pay. You're asking for 1 month. I'm going to schedule this for October 13th, 2023. Get it paid. Can I get you to do that?
You definitely
Mr. Rogan, where are you?
And we're
all right, very good. And
I'm
then
at work.
as to SP, it's okay, SP 127-935-62, I'm going to have you pay that one. You're gonna pay that one by November. That would be November the 10th. I'll schedule it to review. November 10th. All of these will be scheduled at 10:30 a.m. And then for
Judge,
case number, what is it, Mr. Rogan?
I was trying to see, do you mind if I get it? Like, can I come in and get like a paper so I know which ones on those dates that
you can get it from your case manager. She's writing it down.
I am writing it down.
Okay.
She'll get it to you.
Thank you.
All right. So with respect to SP 136-455-61, I'm going to have you pay that one by December. I'm going to hear that one on December 8th. 2023. Again, that will be at 10:30. And then the final one, SP 136-455-62. I'm going to review that one and have you pay that one by January 12th, 2024. And I'll put that one on for 10:30 a.m. as well. Now, Mr. Rogan, I have set you up to win. I'm not giving you any more extensions.
All right. Thank you so much. You definitely have.
Okay, one at a time, once a month. Plus, you need to make sure you're taking care of the things you need to take care of with respect to this particular program, right?
Definitely. I really appreciate you so much.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team? Okay, Miss Wilson, I'm sorry, Miss Harris. I have him in phase 2. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then he will have a face-to-face on September 12th, 2023, and that is going to be at 1:30 p.m. Anything else? If not, Mr. Rogan, get back to work.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, you're very welcome. Just give me one more second. I need to clean out just a couple of things. All right, I have Mr. Hume. Mr. Hume, are you ready? Uh-oh, I can't hear you, Mr. Hume. I still can't hear you.
Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. There you are. All right. Good morning, Mr. Hume. How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. Thank you. I have the following for you: 21GP01158A. State your full name for me, Mr. Hume.
Alexander Hume.
All right, Mr. Hume, how are you doing? You still enjoying the newness of the baby?
Yeah, it's getting fun now. He's crawling around and being
Oh
a
my
lot
goodness.
active. So yeah, it's wild. He's just started crawling,
Already?
scooching around. Yep.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it.
And last two nights he slept all the way through the night without waking up. So it's been a relief.
Very good. Probably long overdue in your sight, right?
But no, it's good. It's fun. Been taking him to
All
the
right.
and just trying to be outside with him.
That's good. I'm glad that he's doing well and that you're doing well. Wife is doing well.
She's doing well. Yep. She's doing well.
All right. Very good. So, Mr. Hume, don't you think this program could not have come at a better time?
No, I couldn't agree more. It's humbling.
Yes.
But yeah, it definitely came at the right time.
Very good. What's different about you now, Mr. Hume?
Well, learn to control, I guess, my attitude towards situations a lot better and just be a lot more level-headed and open-minded, able to kind of confront and get ahead of issues before they become any bigger than they need to be. And just kind of reprioritized and restructured my life quite a bit. So it's all been positive things.
Very good. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Are you having any difficulties with anything?
Not at the moment. No.
All right. Very good. Are you still seeing Ms. Getzko?
I am not seeing her anymore. My insurance changed, so I'm seeing another therapist recommended to actually kind of closer in my neighborhood. It's easier. I can see her in like face to face, and so I have my first meeting is scheduled with her on Friday at noon. See how that goes.
This Friday?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Griffin, let's make sure that Ms. Price is aware of this information so that we can make sure that he's in compliance with best practices where treatment is concerned.
Okay, no problem, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Hume, is there anything else?
Not at the moment, not today.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin?
Mr. Hume is doing fine, Your Honor. No problems at this time. He's in phase 4 of our 5-phase program, so everything is going well so far.
All right, very good. I am going to schedule a face-to-face with Mr. Hume, September 19th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. with Mr. Griffin, okay, Mr. Hume?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
All right, awesome. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of that baby, and we'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
All right, thank you. You too, thank you. I need to do Mr. Dorsey, 210-453-6501. Mr. Dorsey, unmute and state your name for me, please.
Gary Dorsey.
Good morning, Mr. Dorsey. How are you this morning?
I am great. How are you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing well. Tell me what's great. Man, we coming off of a holiday and you great. Come on, tell us about it.
Yeah, I got off work this morning, so that's the best time of day.
Yes. So you're ready to get some rest?
Exactly.
I got it. How did you do for the holiday?
Oh, very good. I did some of the same things that we usually do during the holidays. Went over a friend's house who had a pool and you know, they had a little party thing going on, and you know, I was able to you know, rely on my same, you know, tactics of, you know, bringing you know, my own refreshments and you know,
Yes.
staying in compliance, but still be able to you know, have a good time. So yeah, it worked out.
All right, very good. Have you accomplished anything since the last time I've seen you?
I think I'm accomplishing it right now. I think this was probably my last hearing, so I think I'm coming to the conclusion of this program. And I'm very proud about that. I think I've learned a lot and learned a lot about myself, and I think I'll be able to take some of the things that I've learned and utilize them, you know, throughout my life. So I'm very proud about that.
All right, very good. I don't think today is your last hearing, but I think you're going to be very close to your last hearing.
Yeah,
Let me hear Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, I want to bring him back. We didn't get an opportunity to staff or anything, so I do want to recommend. So his next court hearing, I would like to bring him back as an in-person, a regular hearing instead of face-to-face. So we can get an opportunity to staff the case. But yeah, he's at that point, Your Honor, but he's doing very
And he's
well.
in phase 5?
Yep, he's in phase 5. He's been in phase 5 over 100 days, so he's in compliance with everything. He was at the picnic. I got the opportunity to chat with him at the picnic and everything. So Mr. Dorsey's just in a great place. I think he took this very serious. You know, his job and everything he do. He know he had a lot to lose and a lot riding, and he took it, and you know, he continued just to go forward with this. I'm very proud of him. You know, and he made a good thing. Like you said, you always say, like, when you go places, you take your own stuff so you don't get yourself in trouble. So, you know, refreshments, things like that, you know, the Kool-Aid, the this, that, what people say they be having, but you know, what you put in your body is on you. So that's very refreshing that you know, that you think ahead, that you know that other people are going to be doing things, but they don't have to come to court on Tuesday. So
Yes, there you go. There you go. I hope the whole courtroom heard it. Those with your cameras off too, I hope you heard it. You're always responsible for what shows up in your test. And that's in life. You're going to always be responsible for your decisions. And so if you know whether you know you're going around people or not, you know you have to come to court on Tuesday, right, Mr. Dorsey? So you bring your own food. Listen, I didn't have a court date on Tuesday, but I traveled for the holiday. And there was one location that we went to and where folks prepared food, and I brought my own food. I did. I ate a little bit before I left, and then I brought the rest with me so I wouldn't look like I was being rude. I had my own water, had my handy dandy water bottle, and I didn't really care what people thought about me. A couple of folks raised the eyebrow like, who she thinks she is? She is her. And I don't drink and eat from folks I don't know, because I'm responsible for everything that shows up or that goes into my system, even though I don't have a court date and I don't have to test. That's just my rule, and it's a life rule. And so thank you, Mr. Dorsey, for implementing that. I appreciate you, and thank you for sharing it. So you are in great shape. You're in phase 5. I'm going to bring you back. It should be, we're going to staff the case. I'll bring you back for what should be completion. I will not be bringing you back until October. Can you tell me October 3rd is a date that works? Or even the 2nd, the Monday.
I'm about to say a Monday or a Thursday, Your Honor. If possible.
Okay, let's do the 2nd or the
2nd is good, Judge. That's a Monday.
Okay, is that good?
Yes, yes.
All right. So we'll do a return to court on October 2nd, 2023. And that will be at 8:45 a.m. Okay, Mr. Dorsey?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Take care. Do well. Continue to do well.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I have one more and then I'll hear from you. I've got people in the courtroom, y'all. I've got another courtroom that I've got a service on this morning. So I'm getting as much done as I can for the specialty court, as much as I can. So y'all have to be patient with me. I'm only one person. Let's go, Ms. Goldsmith. I have for you, let's see. Where's Ms. Goldsmith? Oh my God, here she is. 210-565-4501. Ms. Goldsmith, state your full name for me.
Portia Goldsmith.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Besides my sinuses, my eyes keep running. I'm okay.
Yeah, I know this weather. We're getting ready to transition. We're getting
It's
ready. We're
been
getting ready.
so horrible the last couple of days. My
It
eyes been
has.
itching, they've been running. It's like nothing's helping, but I'm making it through.
You making it through?
Yeah.
All right. How's your daughter doing? I haven't heard about her lately.
She's good. Today was her first day of school, so she's excited. She's in 8th grade. So to
Oh
her,
my
she's a
goodness.
mini freshman.
You know what? Yeah, they started out as preteen, pre-freshman. I'm like, just yeah, okay. Is she
Yes,
excited?
she is so excited. So I told her, I said, yeah, you
Very
don't
good.
believe high school gonna be here. And then besides that, like she cheered through the summer and they still have games and programs and stuff going on with that. So she's been busy, but all she keeps talking about is she's almost in high school.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, well, whatever motivates her. Tell her she got to get through that 8th grade. So if that motivates her, let's do it. Let's
Yes.
do it. Did I see you at the picnic, Miss Goldsmith?
Yes, ma'am. And I actually got to hug you.
You did. Oh, yeah. All right. Y'all know I'm having little old timers this morning. Okay. That's why I wish I could get everybody in right after the picnic. Then I can remember everything. Yes,
Every
ma'am. Did you
detail.
enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did. I did.
You did. I'm glad. I'm so glad that you did. Listen, you are doing a great job. Mr. Griffin, what phase is me? I have her in phase 4. Is she in phase 4 or 5?
She's in phase 5, Your Honor.
Yeah, I figured she should be. All right. Very good. Very good. How are you feeling about your progress, Miss Goldsmith?
I'm enjoying it actually because not only growing through the program, I've been growing personally and a lot of viewpoints and a lot of things that I wanted to do and put in perspective for myself is actually falling in place. So for me, I have realized that things may get hard or you may think a hiccup is an issue, but in hindsight, it's really not. It just depends on how you process it and you look at it. So instead of being down about something, or if I get upset or sad about something, I try not to stay there and actually analyze the whole picture and look at the cup as half full instead of half empty. And I've been able to keep myself sane doing that.
Yes, very good. Very good. Well, you have worked this program. You came in and you committed to doing what you were supposed to do, even though things started off rough for you. I applaud you because you have consistently had a good attitude. You have consistently done the things that you were supposed to do. And I know it has not been easy, but you've made it look easy. I know it hasn't been, but you've made it look easy. And so I just want you to know I'm very, very proud of you. And you should be turning the corner to leave us very soon, on the very near future, right, Mr. Griffin?
Yep, she had a 24-month because her sentence was a little different, was a mandatory 24 months.
Yeah.
So she's right there December, Your Honor. So a couple of months, that's right around the corner. Yeah. So she her 24 months will be up in December.
Okay.
So she's
We'll
right
talk about
there.
it.
Yeah, but she's doing first day I met her, the circumstances, her attitude just was great. She accepted, took responsibility for everything, said she needed the help, and she worked the program. She wasn't negative or anything. So been very good working with Ms. Goldsmith, been a pleasure.
All right, very good. Ms. Goldsmith, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Your next date is going to be October 2nd, 2023. Mr. Griffin, I'm going to put her on. Well, let me see. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. You're going to have a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin on, I'm going to just put it at October 2nd. And that'll be at 1:30. Yeah, 1:30 p.m. And then, Mr. Griffin, I want to hear about her pro-social activities. What has she been doing? She's getting ready to leave.
Okay.
And I know that she likes bowling and she loved the movies. I want to know, is she getting out bowling and watching movies?
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that she's enjoying life and doing it while she's with us, so she can see that she can have a good time and still be in compliance with her goals for life.
Okay,
Okay?
Judge. Yes.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Ms. Goldsmith, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good one. All
Bye-bye.
right, was Mr. Purefoy just to check in this morning? Come on, Mr. Purefoy, let me check you in. I have for Mr. Purefoy case number 220-603-3001. Mr. Purefoy, please state your full name for the record.
Yes, Eric Purefoy, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
No, you're very faint. Something over covering your speaker?
Oh, baby. Eric Purefoy, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Mr. Purefoy, it's just a check-in today because I've seen more of you probably than I've seen since you've been in the program. Are you doing what you're supposed to do, Mr. Purefoy?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I am.
All right. No issues to report today?
No, Your Honor. None at all.
All right, Ms. Cleveland is physically in the courtroom, so you're gonna hear her but not see her. Ms. Cleveland, what do you want to tell me for his check-in?
Your Honor, so far he's doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as the consumption log, as far as, his testing. I do have to get an update, a progress note from, his venue where he receives his treatment and therapy to find out what's going on over there, but, I will, I'll report back when we have, before staffing, if I hear anything that's, of a concern.
All right, so this check-in is a good check-in.
So, yes.
All right. All right, very good. Mr. Purefoy is in phase 2, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
All right, very good. Then Miss Cleveland, he can do a face-to-face.
Mr. Purefoy, were you promoted to phase 2 or are you still in phase 1? I'm sorry.
I have it in 2.
You have it in 2? In 2? Okay.
I need you to look in the system. Let me not speak. Look in the system.
Okay. Because I might have to look in there when I get back upstairs. To
Yeah,
see.
that's fine.
But I will definitely update the judge on that.
All right, so let's do a face-to-face on September 12th, 2023, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Did you get that, Mr. Purefoy?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, that's your check-in. Bye-bye. All right, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I have a couple of people that I just need to try to get through for my specialty court docket while I'm still waiting on information. I have, where is Mr. Paradis? He left out. All right. Are the parties ready for the jail matters for Judge Bryant?
Ready, Your
Are you
Honor.
all ready?
Ready
All
with
right.
Ms. Bassett
Let's
and
do it. Thank you all for your patience. Give me 1 second, Miss Cleveland. I forgot you needed a sidebar. Mute me just for 1 quick second, then I'm calling your cases.
Y'all need to turn on y'all cameras, Mr. Glassbrook, Mr. McCray, Ms. Roberts, yeah, so she can call y'all cases. She's not gonna call y'all cases without y'all camera on, so turn on y'all cameras. Okay.
Mr. Lorenzo McCray, you are not eligible for a Zoom hearing on this morning. Please report to 36th District Court. I need you to leave now. You must get here this morning before 12 noon, not at 12 noon, before 12 noon. Like about, I'll give you an hour, 11 o'clock a.m. I'll see you at 11 in person. Thank you so much. Courtroom 133. All right, you can mute me. All right, I need for the parties from Judge Bryant's courtroom, if you could read the name and case number into the file. I'm ready. Thank you for your patience this morning. Ms. Stevenson?
You
Ms.
have that,
Ritter?
Ms.
Who's
Ritter?
gonna-
I can. On the screen, we have Mr. George Ferguson, who is case number 220564770 People of the State of Michigan versus George Ferguson.
All right, thank you for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, P number 83505.
Thank you on behalf of defendant.
Morning again, Your Honor. For the record, Janice Stevenson, P57708, appearing on behalf of Mr. George Ferguson.
Thank you, and if they could unmute at the Wayne County Jail, Mr. Ferguson, please place your appearance on the record.
George Ferguson.
Thank you, and good morning, Mr. Ferguson. All right, the parties may proceed. Ms. Ritter? Is this
Your
your?
Honor, it looks like Mr. Ferguson was already on probation. He may have capias from a review. So I'll defer to Ms. Stevenson.
It does look like, thank you, Ms. Ritter. It looks like Mr. Ferguson did have a review date, which is scheduled for October 2nd, 2023. He had an early date, Your Honor, at which he capias, got arraigned on that capias on August 17th of 2023. Bond was set after redetermination hearing at $100 personal, and I believe with a GPS tether, which brings us to the violation for which Mr. Ferguson appears before the court this morning. It looks like there was allegedly a tether tamper, and Mr. Ferguson does admit violating the tether in that with the tether regulations in that respect, Your Honor. But he has had
Did you say he does admit? I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
He
go ahead.
admits that there was a tether tamper, and the sanction for that, which Mr. Ferguson has received up to this point, has been remaining in the Wayne County Jail since, I believe, August 31st, Your Honor. So I'm gonna ask in that Mr. Ferguson is under sentence for the charge of disorderly person. He is on probation, scheduled to be on probation until May of 2024. I don't have any information at this point as to what he's done in terms of compliance, but I am going to ask that the tether continue and the bond continue, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ritter?
you, Your Honor. Just due to the violation report, I'm going to ask the court to continue Mr. Ferguson on the tether at this time. As Ms. Stevenson stated, there is a review hearing coming up October 16th, I believe. So I'm just going to ask the court to continue the tether until that, at least till that time.
And then are you also seeking a $100 personal bond?
Oh, yes, I'm
Go
sorry.
back to personal bond.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Ferguson, leave that tether alone, please. Do what you're supposed to do, or you're gonna end up sitting in that jail a lot longer than you have to, sir. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I am going to follow the recommendation of both prosecutor and defense. I'm going to continue you on the tether with a $100 personal bond, and his next date with Judge Bryant would be, did you all say October 16th?
I need to confirm that. I thought it was October 2nd, Ms. Ritter, but your eyes are better than mine.
Okay, it's October 2nd in the system. All right, that date will remain in place.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Who do we have next at the jail?
We have Mr. Brian Bassett, Your Honor, and it's case number 2004-505401, People of the State of Michigan versus Brian Bassett.
Thank you. Mr. Bassett, could you please state your name for the record?
Brian Bassett, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Ritter or Ms. Stevenson, please tell me why we're here.
So, Your Honor, it looks like there was a tether violation for Mr. Bassett, who was placed on a Wayne County GPS tether on September 1st of 2023. On September 3rd of 2023, while conducting a case management on a software system, the deputy noticed that Mr. Bassett was in the exclusion zone. And at that time—
In a what zone? I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. What zone?
Exclusion zone, Your Honor.
Okay.
And at that time, that's when the deputies went out and arrested Mr. Bassett on that violation of the program policy, which includes him to not be in the exclusion zone area.
All right, and so he's been in custody since September 3rd?
That's what it looks like, Judge.
Oh, today is only the 5th. All right, what's your recommendation?
So at this time, Your Honor, based on the tether violation report, I'm going to ask the court to continue Mr. Bassett on a GPS tether with the personal bond. Looks like the bond is $18,000 personal bond with GPS tether. Mr. Bassett's next court date is October 16th, 2023 in front of Judge Bryant. Due to the fact that Mr. Bassett was in that exclusion zone, Judge, I'm going to ask the court to continue him on the GPS tether at least until the next court date.
Well, I'm concerned that he was told he was aware of the exclusion zone. Is that correct? And that he still went in the exclusion zone. I'm concerned about that. His charge is assault or assault and battery.
If I may, Your Honor.
If the judge told him he couldn't go to a certain zone and he went, that's alarming to me. Go ahead, Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Mr. Bassett and I have had the opportunity to discuss this tether violation. And Your Honor, he does admit that he violated the terms and conditions of the tether by entering into the exclusion zone with an explanation. Your Honor, I would advise the court that the matter as alleged is, I think it's a 2020 assault and battery case, Your Honor, wherein the complaining witness is Mr. Bassett's former neighbor. That neighbor has not lived next door to Mr. Bassett for at least a couple of years at this point. When Mr. Bassett entered into the tether program, he got permission to reside with a relative. Once he was released custody on the tether, that relative advised Mr. Bassett that he actually could not live there without paying rent and doing chores and some other stuff. So Mr. Bassett, who didn't want to sleep outside, did go ahead and go back to his own house, which is next door to where that complaining witness used to live and is in the exclusion zone. So the tether was just ordered on August 29th, Your Honor. It is our office's practice to bring these matters to the attention of Judge Bryant and request tether removal right away, because we had a short week last week. We didn't get to this one. So I'm going to ask the court to, even though we are admitting tether violation today, I'm going to ask the court to adjourn this matter to tomorrow, where I will make motion before Judge Bryant to remove the tether, and that the complaining witness does not live in that exclusion zone anymore. And Mr. Bassett was just trying to get back to his own house so he wouldn't have to sleep outside.
Okay, now, and I understand you wanting to adjourn it, but counsel, have you confirmed that the neighbor no longer lives there?
That is another reason for that I need the adjournment, Your Honor, because I need to make sure that they don't live there anymore.
All right, Ms. Ritter, anything?
Judge, just looking at the notes in our system, I don't have any notes as to whether that neighbor still lives at that address or not. So I would concur with Ms. Stevenson to adjourn this matter just to confirm whether the neighbor still lives in that area.
All right. That is what I will do. I'll adjourn the matter then, and thank you for that clarification, Ms. Stevenson. I'll adjourn it to September 6th, 2023. What time does judge usually place those matters on?
Ms. Ritter.
Is this a pretrial, Ms. Stevenson?
Yes, it will be for pretrial. Well, his next hearing is set for a pretrial conference on October 16th, first trial.
Okay, so I'm gonna just set it for September 6th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m. and then you all can go from there, okay? All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Bassett. You'll see the judge tomorrow. All right. Do we have any other individuals at the Wayne County Jail?
I think that's all we have for this court.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all for your patience this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are we
all right? I'm sorry?
Are we excused from your courtroom, Your Honor?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
All
Y'all
right.
have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Thank you. All right, I am going to go now to, did we get the stuff from Corp Counsel? It's been more than 30 minutes.
I know she just got the exhibits for A and B and she said thank you. So that's all.
All right. Let's go to Mr. Hintz. It looks like Mr. Hintz is at work. Mr. Hintz, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm tired, but I'm here.
Why are you tired this morning, Mr. Hintz?
I've been on 10 and 12 hours for 7 days for the past month.
Uh-oh.
I did get myself out of that hole I was in, but I mean, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, hang in there. That's a tough schedule, but hang in there, okay?
Will do.
All right, very good. It's good to see you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Mr. Hintz, case number Z8081781. Mr. Hintz, state your full name for me, please.
Jarrell Hintz.
All right, Mr. Hintz. Did you come to the picnic, Mr. Hintz?
I did come to the picnic and I got rained out.
You got rained out, but did you enjoy anything about the picnic, even though it was raining a little bit?
I was happy to get my kids out of the house and get some ice cream. That was dope. Some free ice cream. Never go bad.
Yes, I know kids love free ice cream, right?
Absolutely.
Well, kids love ice cream. Parents love free ice cream, right?
Absolutely. They don't care how much,
sir.
They can get it.
Well, thank you for bringing your family. This was our first one. We're going to try it again next year. Hopefully we're going to get a day with no rain. But for those that showed up at 1 o'clock, it wasn't raining for that first like 45 minutes to an hour. And I had me a blast, so just keep that in mind next time. I got to do everything I wanted to do out there. I did everything. Yes, I did. So, Mr. Hintz, you working your program?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm still going to my therapist and screening twice a week.
All right, very good. How are you feeling about your progress?
I feel like it's coming along. I feel like in no time I'll be at the finish line. I'm not rushing it, but I'm just ready.
All right, very good. And my records show that you are in phase 3. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right, very good, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not this morning, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hintz, have you accomplished anything since the last time I've seen you? What have you been doing?
Like I said, I've been working,
Yeah.
staying out the way. Well, staying in the way. A lot of people say out the way. Like when you ask them how they've been or what they've been up to, they say out the way. So I've been in the way, staying on the grind.
Yes, and you have accomplished, you got a job that helped you to dig your way out of some financial setbacks that you were experiencing. So that's a huge accomplishment. I'm proud of you, Mr. Hintz. You did it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Yancey, is Mr. Hintz in compliance?
Your Honor, Your Honor, he is in compliance, and he, I applaud him. He got a job that, even though he works a lot of hours, it accommodates him working our program better than he did his prior job. So, yeah, he is working a lot. So he doesn't have a whole lot of time for pro-social right this second. We're going to squeeze that in, but he is in compliance, as his self-report says.
All right, awesome, very good. And Mr. Hintz is in phase 3. And so Mr. Yancey, I would like to bring him back for a face-to-face. That would be on September 19th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. Does that work for you, Mr. Hintz?
It does.
All right, awesome. You're in great shape. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, get back to work, sir.
All right, you have a great one.
All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Paredes. I've been practicing, Mr. Paredes. Let's do it. Where are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm sitting outside because my nephew in the house and he worsened.
That's okay. That's okay. Now you don't put your nephew's business out there that he works.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm explaining it, because that's why I'm not in the house right now.
That's okay. I saw you laughing when I said I'd be eye hustling, but you all right. You all right with me, Mr. Paredes?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I seen you at the picnic. You ain't see me though.
Why I didn't see you?
Because you was about to jump on the bounce house thingy.
And then after I did it, I got dizzy. I had to go sit myself down somewhere. I realized I really am 50 plus. Yes, sir. Did you enjoy the picnic?
Yeah, besides the rain.
I know, besides the rain, but listen, we didn't let a little rain stop us. We were out there. We did everything in the rain. Yes. Mr. Paredes, let me place your case number on the record. Give me 1 second. Z8086581. Mr. Paredes, state your name for the record first.
Shannon Paredes.
All right. And so, Mr. Paredes, you've been working your program?
Yes.
You have been. What's been difficult? What's been challenging?
Just new things coming along. Honestly, like I said, I just my nephew, he just started coming around. That's kind of been challenging because I had to deal with him. Other than that, I've been trying to make sure I go to work and all that.
How old is your nephew?
8-10 months.
Oh my goodness, you let him be worrisome, sir. That's what 10-month-olds do. They are worrisome. They have no other job, no other purpose. Worrisome. All right, you be a good uncle to him, okay?
Yeah, I'm that's what I'm trying to do, because I just met him this year, and he's been around for a while.
Sir, he only been here 10 months. What you talking about?
I
He
know.
been here a while.
I'm saying. I didn't initially meet him when he was born. So, like, when I finally met him, he was already moving around.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. See, he gonna make you into a great uncle. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. He gonna teach you a little patience, right?
Yeah, because I don't have kids, though.
I know. That's why I said he gonna teach you some patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. All right. What are you having that's a challenge as far as the program is concerned?
I really don't have that much of a challenge. What's up, bro? I really don't have that. I don't have any challenges. I'm just adjusting. That's all.
Okay, that's fair. You're adjusting and you're making the best of it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. What questions do you have for the team this morning?
I really don't have any. I'm really
None?
tired. I've been tired. I've been sitting out here for a minute, and I'm like, I really want to go back to sleep, but I couldn't.
I know you getting ready to go, but you kept turning your camera off. Y'all know when y'all out of sight, y'all out of mind.
No,
There's too
I
many
turned it
moving
off.
parts in my world.
I turned it off because you sent me a message and it said call this number, and I called it, and then I don't know what happened.
No message. Wait
Somebody
a minute.
sent
I
me a
didn't send
message.
you no message.
No, it was the message that 926 number.
That was the
mean,
court reporter
965.
sending that out. That court reporter was sending that to someone who I indicated, if you have a question, call the courtroom.
Oh, okay. I called it because I didn't know what was going on, so I called it.
Okay, sir. Okay, you in good shape. Y'all gotta listen up. All right, you in good shape. Are you still going to East Point of St. Clair Shores?
Yes, I am. I actually
Okay, how's
supposed to
that
be in there
working
now. She already messaged me.
Okay, well, you better get up and get going. Next time you need to let Mr. Yancey know, okay?
I did, but when you called my name, it was right before 10 o'clock, and I couldn't. I had to make sure I talk to you before I go to her.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you in phase 2. I want you to get going. Mr. Yancey, he's in compliance. I need him to go to his session today.
Very much so. He's in compliance.
All right. I'm scheduling you a face-to-face on September 12th at 1:30 p.m. Does that work for you?
Yes.
All right. Get going. Next time, let us know. Get going, get going, get going.
All right. Thank you. Y'all
All
have a
right.
good
Take
day.
care. You do the same. All right. Miss Jackson, I need you to get in some light for me so I can see your face. I have for Shakia Jackson, I have case number Z807-2891. Miss Jackson, state your full name for me. There you are. Unmute and state your name for me. Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
Jackson. I don't know.
Try again.
If you're talking, we can't hear you. That's a little bit better.
Shakia Jackson.
All right, we're gonna try to work with the Miss Jackson. All right, how are you doing this morning?
Yes.
All right.
Tired.
I can't hear. You tired? What are you tired for? We can't understand what you're saying, Miss. Can you understand it? We can't understand. I'm assuming that you're smiling, so you're doing something positive where your kids are concerned. Shake your head if I'm right. You're doing something positive where your kids are concerned. You're doing what you're supposed to do are you still at the nest? You still at the nest?
Beginning. I'm at beginning steps.
You're at beginning steps. Yes, in Westland. And are they treating you well at beginning steps? Thumbs up. All right. Are you treating them well at beginning steps? Thumbs up. All right, very good. Are you showing up for all of your programming and all of your sessions? Very good. And I see you got your hair done and it looks beautiful. Thumbs up. Yes, ma'am, it does. It does. It's good to see you smile. You came to us, you were in some kind of shape, ma'am, and it has been wonderful to see you just evolve. You are a beautiful person, both on the inside and on the outside. And so I want you to continue to work on you. You are a priority. Work on you. You can't be of good use to anybody else if you're not being good to yourself. And right now, ma'am, you are being good to yourself, and I'm proud of you. You're doing the hard work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Mr. Yancey, what you want to tell me since we played charades? I did pretty good. Can you, what you want to tell me about Miss Jackson? Can y'all tell I watch game shows? That's how I go to sleep sometime at night. I watch Pictionary and all of that. All right, go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Jackson is doing really well. As she stated, she is at the beginning step. Probably the reason that she said she was tired is because, you know, she's at a phase where they trust her and she's actually working. So she's trying to work to, you know, save money so that she at some point can get her own place. So.
And she's still working at Amazon?
Yes, she's still working at Amazon.
Yeah, thumbs up, yeah.
So she's doing real well. She's making all her sessions. I did verify that. Right now, all is well. She's really progressing. They speak highly of her. She's doing as well as she appears to be doing.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Mr. Yancey, did she come to the picnic and get backpacks for her babies?
She did not. I think she said she wasn't privy to it, even though I think we did have a court hearing prior to that. I did email her counselor about the picnic, so I think it was some miscommunication.
All right, and so I know that when you're at a third party provider, she has very little control over whether or not she'll get there. And so I don't know if we have some school supplies left over, Mr. Yancey. If we do, can we make sure Miss Jackson gets some for her kids?
Oh, very much
please.
So.
All right, very good. How does that sound, Miss Jackson? Thumbs up? All right, all right. All right, very good. Okay, anything else, Mr. Yancey, for my consideration?
Your Honor, not at this time. I'm keeping up with her progress where she is, so all is well right now.
All right, Miss Jackson, I don't know if you can act out a question that you have, but if you have any questions, circle back to Mr. Yancey. We'll get you an answer. I want you to continue the progress that you're doing, continue to show up at work, continue to show up for your classes, do everything you're supposed to do, because you are doing a fabulous job, ma'am. I'm proud of you, okay?
Thank you.
I think you're saying yes, and thank you. And thumbs up, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna give you a face-to-face date of September 12th, 2023, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. with Mr. Yancey, okay? All right, very good. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll have some better reception. Let's get it tested out next time. All right, bye-bye, take care. All right, I need to go to Robert Roberts, and then I'm going to do Glassbrook, and then I'm going to go to the motion. I have the information I need. All right, Mr. Glassbrook first. I'm sorry, Mr. Glassbrook is first. All right, Mr. Glassbrook, I'm ready for you. I have case number Z808-6761. Mr. Glassbrook, state your full name for me.
Donald Scott Glassbrook. Excuse me.
All right, Mr. Glassbrook, you kept turning off your camera and I kept missing you.
I don't know. I don't know as of that. I was moving around trying to get stuff for going for work and I never turned it back on. So it's all good.
That's okay. All right, you're good. Mr. Glassbrook, did you come to the picnic?
I was there for a short period, yeah, but I was able to make my appearance and get back to work, so it all worked out.
All right, very good. Did you get to enjoy any of the activities that we planned for you all?
I didn't. I just made my quick appearance and went out. So, but we'll do better next time. We'll get the little girl over there.
Yeah, because I gave you all enough time to take the day off.
Plenty of time. I feel guilty.
You should. You should. We put a lot of time, money, and effort into that event for you all to have a good time and for your kids to have a good time. In the rain, yes. All right, Ms. Glassbrook, you are still spending quality time with your daughter?
I get her for a full week coming up on Thursday, so I'm excited for that. But yep, I'm sticking to my schedule with her and trying to keep up with her. Actually, she goes a million miles an hour.
That's good. That's good. And you are where you need to be on this journey to keep up with her, right?
You got that right.
All right, very good. I'm very happy about that. How are you doing with respect to working your program?
Not too bad. I should be finishing up with my counselor because I had outpatient treatment. He took quite a long vacation, and my insurance has been back and forth between my Medicaid and Blue Cross, so they keep having issues with that. But I got a couple more visits with him before it's finished up. But yeah, it's going really good with him over there. I couldn't have picked a better counselor.
All right, Mr. Griffin, have you been getting updates from the counselor from Miss Price to look at and determine that we're in compliance?
Yep, I have to give it to Ms. Price because he is with private insurance, but I have been getting reports that he's been attending in compliance. So I'll make sure Ms. Price get the information on his insurance.
All right, awesome. Very good, very good. Mr. Glassbrook, are you having any issues or concerns that you need to discuss with the team?
I don't believe so. I'm pretty comfortable at the moment. I think I'm out of my honeymoon phase, and it's going pretty well.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin?
The report, Your Honor, he's in compliance at the times with your orders.
All right, awesome, no issues. I have Mr. Glassbrook in phase 3, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Glassbrook, then that means that I am going to schedule you for a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin on September the 19th, 2023. That will be at 1:30 p.m. Please make sure, Mr. Griffin, that you connect with Ms. Price. I just want to make sure everybody is in compliance with best practices when it comes to treatment, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Glassbrook, if nothing else, I'm proud of you. I'm so glad to hear you're going to get your daughter for a week. So get ready. Make sure you take your vitamins, that you get a full night's sleep, and just be ready because it sounds like she's going to give you a run for it, right?
He always does. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. And I love the expression from the day one when you came to us. Talking about your daughter has always been inspiration for you, something that makes you smile from the inside out. And so I'm so glad that you decided to give her the better version and the best version of you. I'm very excited about that. And I hope you'll do it for a lifetime.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Very good. You are free to leave, sir. Good to see you.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye. Let's go, Miss Roberts. I have Z8083041 for you. I'm trying to clear y'all out of here. Miss Roberts, state your name for me, please.
Robin Roberts.
All right. How are you this morning, Robin Roberts?
Great.
You are great. What's making you great this morning?
Just being alive and, focused. I don't know. It's just a state of mind.
Alive and focused. Yes, those are all things that make you great. You're alive and you're focused. And you're right. It's a state of mind. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did I see you at the picnic, Miss Roberts?
I didn't see you, but I was there.
Now, how you didn't see me and I was everywhere?
I don't know. Because I thought I was everywhere too, but I didn't see you.
Okay. All right. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, my mom enjoyed it.
Yeah, she was with her mom.
Oh, your mom came too.
My mom, my cousin, my mom, my cousin, and my niece.
Very good.
I was with the
Very
girl
good.
in the wheelchair. My niece is in a wheelchair, so
Yes.
that was me.
Oh, wow. Did she enjoy herself?
Yeah, she really did. Minus the
Yes.
rain, but
Minus the
it was
rain.
cool.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yes, because we had something for everybody. We
Yeah.
did for everybody.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. How are you doing with working your program?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
All right. Aren't you an empty nester now?
No, they ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they just finished school.
Yes.
You don't have no babies in school, right?
No.
Right. All right. There you go. Okay, I'm trying to empty out everybody's house. Okay. All right. Now let me stay in my lane.
Empty it out too.
You try to empty out your house too. I hear you. All right, Ms. Roberts, are there any concerns that you need to raise with the team on this morning?
No.
None?
No, nothing major.
All right.
No concerns at all.
All right. Mr. Griffin? Now, you know I heard you say major. Do you have any minor issues you need to raise with the team this morning?
No. It's just the regular, financial things, that's minor, but I don't let it affect me or, make me feel a way where I'm just stressed out and bogged down about it. I just keep it pushing.
Keep going. Yes, Mr. Griffin, she's in phase 3. And Ms. Roberts has been doing very, very well. Would you be willing to give an incentive for her to have 2 weeks of testing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Paid by us?
Yeah, well, I'll definitely do that for her. Yeah, she's been working really hard, and it was nice to see her at the picnic. So I did get an opportunity to chat with her and everything. But yeah, she's in compliance. So yeah, that would be a great incentive, Your Honor.
All right, so that's what we'll do. No, any objection, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, for an incentive for Ms. Roberts? She's been doing very well.
Judge. No objections, Judge.
No objection. We're proud of her, Judge.
Yes, I am too. So, Mr. Griffin, let's make that happen. And as you all know, we are testing here at 36th District Court on weekdays, as long as the court is open, okay? And then on the weekends, when your color drops, you have to go to a third-party provider, and that's on a case-by-case basis. So make sure you talk with your case manager, okay? But we got you for 2 weeks. We'd like to have you here at our house because it's less expensive at our house, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good, very good. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Anything else as to Ms. Roberts?
Nope, she's doing good, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Then Ms. Roberts, if you don't have any questions, your next date is going to be September 19th, 2023. And that will be at 1:30 p.m. with Mr. Griffin, okay?
All righty. You guys have a great day.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, you have, I believe, Mr. Green is your case, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Yep, that's mine.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. And so Mr. Green is here.
Yep.
He's gone up to screen.
Yep, I was just waiting on the results.
All right. Are you ready? He's doing an intake today. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. This is a good way to segue into getting him ready for intake because I have a motion that I need to hear. So if you could do that, I believe that there's another intake for Ms. Cleveland that's here on this morning. I want to get that, you all to get that ready so we can do our intakes.
Yep.
And then
I believe he talked to Mr. Reed already, so I don't know if he need to go back and talk to him again or not. So I think he should be ready.
Yes, I'm ready on
who should be?
I'm ready on Mr. Green. I talked to him on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had a test result that I didn't like on Friday.
Right.
So just check in with him, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge.
Remember?
I'll talk to him again.
Okay. Ms. Mack, let's get the conference room set up so he can go in. And then there is a person that's on a Samsung. You've been sitting in my courtroom all morning without a name.
And I asked her name.
And my clerk has asked your name. And so, ma'am, I need you to tell us who you are so we can get you squared away. Unmute and tell us who you are.
Michelle Johnson.
Ms. Johnson, are you even supposed to be in my courtroom?
This traffic court.
Well, it can be, but this is specialty court. We special, we do it all. Ms. Johnson, I need you to call my clerk because I'm not gonna be able to sort this out on my docket. 313-965-2280. Yes, ma'am. Call my clerk. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Hernandez, are you here on Mr. Lopez Chavez?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I am, yes.
I just noticed that he's even on. He's been turning off his camera, so I'm gonna do him so I can release you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Do you want me to tell him to turn his camera?
Tell him to turn it on and keep it on so I can get him done.
Thank you. Señor Chávez, buenos días. Señor López Chávez, por favor. Señora, la jueza le pide que por favor abra su cámara y la mantenga abierta para poder llamar a nuestro caso.
All right. Thank you. I don't have a file for him, but I'm going to go ahead and proceed. I have for Mr. Lopez Chavez, SP 125-98622, SP 134-32041, SP 145-24021. Nope, strike that, not the last case, just the first two. Mr. Lopez Chavez, please state your full name.
Que yo voy a llamar al caso entonces del señor Juan Gabriel López Chávez. Yo tengo los casos números SP 125-98622, SP 134-32041 y 042. No, esos no, solamente los dos primeros. Señor, por favor, López Chávez, diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Juan López Chávez.
Juan López Chávez.
Good morning to you, sir.
Muy bien. Buenos días, señor.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
All right. Who is the case manager for Mr. Lopez Chavez? Is that you, Mr. Griffin?
It's Miss Harris, but I'm standing in for her. She had to take off for a second.
Oh, okay, no problem. I thought it was Miss Harris, but okay, very good. All right, Mr. Lopez. Go ahead.
¿Quién es el manager que lleva este caso? ¿Es la señora Harris o es usted, señor? El señor Jensen. No, es la señora Chávez, pero yo estoy entrando por ella. Ah, ok, me imaginé que era ella. Adelante.
Mr. Lopez Chavez, how are you doing today?
Señor López Chávez, ¿cómo se siente el día de hoy?
Bien, bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Good, good, thank you. What about you all?
I am doing very well, sir. Thank you.
Señor, nosotros todos, yo estoy muy bien, señor. Gracias.
All right. Mr. Lopez Chavez, have you been working your program? And if so, tell me what you've been doing.
Está bien, señor López Chávez, usted ha estado entonces haciendo lo que le mandamos en el programa. Si es así, por favor, dígame qué es lo que ha estado haciendo.
Sí, estoy en el programa ahorita. La semana pasada fui al programa y estuvieron hablando de cómo mantenerse, cómo mantener de no enojarse tanto, de cómo mantener el enojo.
Yes, I have been doing the program. Last week, I went and we were talking about how to control, the anger.
All right, very good. How often are you meeting with your counselor?
Ay, muy bien, señor. ¿Y qué tan frecuentemente se reúne usted con su terapista o con su consejero?
Una vez a la semana.
Once a week.
One time per week?
¿Una vez a la semana?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Griffin, can you note that Ms. Price needs to review the information from the provider to make sure that we are in compliance with best practices?
Okay, Judge, I'm making a note now.
Señor Griffin, por favor, tome nota que tenemos que la señora Price tiene que contactar al proveedor y verificar que están ellos dando el servicio requerido a nuestro programa. y dejárnoslo saber. Sí, su señoría, tomaré nota y lo haré saber.
All right, very good. Mr. Lopez Chavez, do you have any questions for the team today?
Ok, señor Griffin, muy bien. Señor López, ¿usted tiene alguna pregunta para su equipo de trabajo en el día de hoy?
No, todo está bien.
No, everything is okay. It's good.
All right. What phase is Mr. Lopez Chavez in?
He's in phase 1, Your Honor.
¿En qué fase se encuentra el señor Chávez? El señor Chávez, su señoría, se encuentra en la fase número 1 del programa.
All right, then I am going to schedule Mr. Lopez Chavez. I want him to have a face-to-face with Ms. Harris on September 12th, 2023. I am going to put it on for 8:30 a.m. so that the interpreter can appear and they can go in a breakout room and Ms. Harris can get her updates, okay?
Okay.
Ok, señor Chávez. Entonces yo le voy a poner a usted, la próxima cita va a ser cara a cara con la señora Harris y va a ser el 12 de septiembre de 2023 y lo voy a poner a las 8:30 de la mañana, cosa que usted se conecte, ella también y la intérprete también, y entonces puedan ir los tres a una sala como de consulta privada vía Zoom y usted puede hablar con la señora Harris. ¿Entendido?
Ok.
Ok.
All right, awesome. Good to see you, Mr. Lopez Chavez. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
Ok, maravilloso,
gracias.
señor Chávez, por favor, continúa haciendo el maravilloso trabajo que sigue haciendo. Ok, thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. I'm sorry about the wait. I did not see him in my courtroom.
It's okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias, señor Hernández. Muchas gracias, señor Hernández. No lo veía. Disculpe la tardanza, pero es que no lo veía a él conectado. Thank you, Your Honor. Bye bye. Nice to see everybody.
Bye bye. Excuse
Bye-bye.
Mr. Lopez Chavez as well.
Thank you. Señor Chávez también puede conectarse. Gracias.
¿Le tenía una pregunta?
I have a question.
Oh, what's your question? Yes.
Sí, claro. ¿Cuál es su pregunta?
Bueno, es fuera del corte. Nada más quería saber si se ocupa una cita como para ir al Land Bank Detroit.
¿A dónde?
A Land Bank Detroit, donde compran las casas de la ciudad.
It's not related to my case, but I just wanted to know how could I contact or make an appointment to go to something that I can understand what he says, but he explained that is where you go to buy the houses on the city.
Judge,
where can he get some information?
Judge, I heard that he said something about a land bank. That's handled at Jefferson and Woodward in the Coleman Young building.
Señor, el abogado Parken entendió el sitio. Usted tiene que ir al edificio de K-Mac que queda en la Jefferson. Y ahí está esa oficina.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, thank you, Mr. Parken.
All right, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Gracias.
Right.
Hasta luego.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. All right, I am going to go into just do a quick break and then I'm ready for the motion, the 8:30 motion at 10:38. I got the information that I need. I just need to review it just very quickly. And then I am ready to proceed. And then we'll go to our intakes on this morning. Officer, if you could turn the camera just for a moment.
All right, Judge, you're back on.
All right, very good. Are you able to do it, Miss Matt? I am. Oh, wonderful. Interfering, right? Yes, ma'am. Let me make sure, before you do it, give me 1 second. Let me just make sure, let me just check one thing. What's the word?
Your Honor, I humbly apologize. I am on the record in Judge Perkins' room. I should be done in less than 5 minutes, Your Honor.
No problem, we'll keep going.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
It's entering. Wait, so.
Okay, what'd you say you were?
All right, are we ready for any of the intakes while we are waiting to, Council, are you ready on the motion?
Yes, I sincerely apologize, Your Honor, that docket
No, let's do it.
took a moment. I am present.
No.
I am ready for the motion.
Let's do it. I am ready as well. I have for Ansar Adams, case number SP 1387106, counts 1 and 2. For the people,
Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people, appearing with Sergeant Chris Graber, who is in the courtroom. Could you say your name and P number? I'm sorry, badge number, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Sergeant Christopher Rabier, badge S719.
all right, thank you and good morning to both of you. Let's go to defense attorney.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Mr. Ansar Adams, who is also present via Zoom. Mr. Adams, please state your full name for the record.
How you doing, Your Honor? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning, Ansar Adams.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. All right, we are ready to get started with the motion. Let's make the record. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. And would the court like a brief recitation of the facts in this case?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We need to make a complete record.
Okay. Very well, Your Honor. This, for your information, Ms. Walker, is coming directly from my brief, just to state the factual grounds, if that is okay with you.
The only thing I'd like our stipulation is to the miles per hour. Other than that, I'm fine with that.
Yes, and I will make that note. Your Honor, this motion comes before you from an alleged incident occurring around or on October 22nd, 2022. Mr. Adams was en route to home and a couple of other stops, including getting his children some food, as he and his friends were participating in a charity cruise with their classic vehicles. While en route, Mr. Adams' friend, Mr. Rodney Gilmore, was pulled over by police, and the car cruiser dash cam indicates that to pull Mr. Gilmore over, the vehicles reached a speed of approximately 70 miles an hour. I will make a note for the record that in my original motion, I attempted to refute that, but I had since come to realize that the download of my video cut off the top portion of the dash cam, Your Honor, and that is why we have that one correction. Viewing the video directly from evidence.com shows the entirety of the dash cam, including the radar at the top. So that is what Ms. Walker was referring to with that stipulation, Your Honor. Following Mr. Gilmore being pulled over, Mr. Adams, as well as multiple other vehicles as they were traveling in a caravan, Your Honor, pulled over to the side of the road to stay together as they were all traveling to the same place. Mr. Adams stopped well ahead of officers, Your Honor, and pulled far enough ahead to where he was not interfering in the officer's investigation in any way. He then exited his vehicle and walked in the opposite direction of Mr. Gilmore's traffic stop to inform his other friends why they had stopped, and basically to figure out what they were going to do. As soon as Mr. Adams had spoken with his other friends, he then went to the back of his vehicle where another friend was located as well, and they both stayed put and sat on the trunk of Mr. Adams' car, just waiting for Mr. Gilmore to be completed with his interaction with officers. Mr. Adams did not speak to officers. He did not approach officers. He simply stayed at the back of his trunk, Your Honor, or on the back of his vehicle. Mr. Adams was then approached by Officer Rabior. I believe that is how it's pronounced. And please correct me if I'm wrong. But Officer Rabior, stating that Mr. Adams had interfered with their investigation. Mr. Adams then asked Officer Rabier what was going on, because Officer Rabier immediately asked for Mr. Adams' identification. Mr. Adams then stated, "What's going on? You know, you haven't pulled me over. I'm not being pulled over." And then that is when Mr. Adams was aggressively taken into custody. He was then placed in the back of the police cruiser. He had informed officers that he had his identification and that he would give it to officers, but was never given the opportunity to do so. And Mr. Adams was never interfering in any way with the officer's investigation. That is a brief recitation of the facts, Your Honor. And if the court is so inclined, I would proceed to my legal arguments.
And as a result, he was issued 2 tickets. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. He was issued a ticket for drag racing as well as open intoxicants after the search of the vehicle, which I will address in the legal section of my argument.
Judge, I believe he was issued citations for reckless driving and open alcohol.
Reckless driving. I apologize. Thank you for that correction, Ms. Walker.
Okay. All right. Very good. Ms. Walker, we're going to keep going. Did you stipulate to the resuscitation of the facts?
I do not, Judge. I only stipulate partially. I will have my own recitation if you want counsel to finish your argument.
Yes, I want her to finish. Go right ahead.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, when Mr. Adams had pulled over, the people claim in their response that Mr. Adams had essentially pulled himself over and placed himself in an area to basically be investigated and had inserted himself. Your Honor, that is not the case. Mr. Adams was the only individual out of multiple people that pulled over at this time, and Mr. Adams was the only one that was approached by officers. He was the only one placed in handcuffs, and he was the only one given citations outside of Mr. Gilmore. I speak directly just to Mr. Adams and the other individuals that had pulled over on the side of the road. Your Honor, Mr. Adams was not aggressive towards officers. He never made any indication that he was a threat to officer safety, and that he had interfered in the investigation in any way. Additionally, Your Honor, at the time that Mr. Adams was placed under arrest or detained, there were other individuals outside of their vehicles. There were other officers on the scene, yet no one had, other than Mr. Adams, was placed under arrest or issued citations, like I had previously mentioned. Officer Rabier's interaction with Mr. Adams was aggressive from the beginning. In the body cam at approximately 2 minutes, Officer Rabier can be heard saying that he's going to talk to these guys since they want to interfere with our investigation. As Mr. Adams begins speaking with Officer Rabier, Officer Rabier's demeanor and tone was one of annoyance, and he even says to Mr. Adams, quote, "You want to pull over and involve yourself in my fucking investigation," and that is at 2:23 of the body cam, Your Honor. Without answering any of Mr. Adams's questions, which is not against the law, Mr. Adams is fully within his rights to ask any questions as to what is going on and why he is being approached and detained by officers. He was then violently grabbed by Officer Rabier and placed under arrest. Mr. Adams tried to explain to Officer Rabier that he was waiting for his friend, and that he was not trying to interfere with their investigation at all. Officer Rabier then continued to tell Mr. Adams that he and his friends were, quote, jackasses and, quote, racing each other. That is also around the 2 minute and 25 minute mark of the body cam. There was no evidence that Mr. Adams was driving recklessly. And he, again, was not initially pulled over. His friend, Mr. Gilmore, was. Following the illegal arrest, as there was no probable cause, defendant asserts to search to arrest Mr. Adams. His vehicle was then illegally searched. The people allege that there were open intoxicants. However, Your Honor, those intoxicants were never sniffed. They were never tested, and it cannot be said with 100% certainty if those receptacles held intoxicants. Additionally, Your Honor, the people state that Officer Rabier ordered Mr. Adams to stay in his vehicle because they were concerned about officer safety. But however, Your Honor, if they were truly concerned with officer safety, they could have detained the other individuals that were on scene, yet no one other than Mr. Adams was placed in handcuffs and issued the citations in this matter. The people also allege that Mr. Adams' children were unrestrained in the vehicle. Your Honor, at that time, the car was stopped and others were getting out of their vehicle. It's highly, highly probable that children can unbuckle themselves when a vehicle is stopped and other people are getting out of their cars on the side of the road. Your Honor, this incident is a clear violation of Mr. Adams' Fourth Amendment rights. He did not interfere with officers' investigations. He did not involve himself in any way and was simply waiting for his friend on the side of the road, Your Honor. He is the only one that walked away from this incident other than Mr. Gilmore with infractions. And Your Honor, we respectfully assert that he was illegally seized and searched against his Fourth Amendment rights. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I do have one question. Have both of the attorneys been able to view this body cam video?
Yes,
Judge.
Your Honor.
And we've actually viewed some of it together, Judge.
All right, very good. I just wanted to make sure you all had seen the same video. All right, very good. I'll hear from the people at this time.
Yes, Judge, I'm going to start first with the things that aren't relevant. First and foremost, what's not relevant is that the children were not restrained. It was an observation by Officer Rabier. It was not charged. It's not part of this proceeding. Officer Rabier used his discretion in not issuing tickets, which, despite counsel's assertions, shows that Officer Rabier was not being the jerk that they pretend him to be. I'll go back to the beginning, Judge, and talk about the facts in this case. Officer Rabier was on routine patrol on Gratiot. His scout car video shows that there are these cars that pull off very quickly from the light and exceed speeds of 70 miles an hour. Counsel has saw that for herself. By counsel's own admission, these group of people were in a caravan, meaning traveling together, meaning what the scout car video showed is what Sergeant Rabier observed. Vehicles pulling off quickly from a red light, going at speeds over 70 miles an hour, based on his experience consistent with those either drag racing or reckless driving, both of which are misdemeanors. When Sergeant Rabier pulls over the first vehicle driven by Mr. Gilmore, it is true that the vehicle driven by Mr. Adams and another vehicle did stop. Sergeant Rabier will testify for his own safety. He ordered the participants who came and got on the trunk back into their vehicle. They did not do that. For his own safety, Sergeant Rabier called for backup officers to come and assist him, giving him the number of people that had stopped at this location. Judge, clearly, by the number of people and Sergeant Rabier's call for assistance, it shows he was concerned for his safety. After the people on the trunk of the car refused to get back into the car.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Mr. Adams, I haven't heard anything funny yet. So this is what I'm gonna have you do. Mute yourself before I become the jester, okay? All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Walker.
Yes, Judge. After the other officers arrived on the scene and they were able to secure the first vehicle that was stopped, Sergeant Rabier was able to investigate Mr. Adams for the conduct he had observed prior to the stop, which was him speeding off from the red light and exceeding speeds of 70 miles an hour with Mr. Gilmore. All those were based on his personal observation. And like my response says, Judge, the fact of the matter is, had Mr. Adams kept going, Sergeant Rabier could only stop that one vehicle. He would not have had the time nor the means to get up to the vehicles driven by Mr. Adams. But as Mr. Adams pulled himself over, Sergeant Rabier was absolutely within his rights, making all personal observations to investigate him for the reckless driving he observed. When he approached that vehicle, again, Judge, he was concerned for his safety because not only had he observed this behavior, Mr. Adams had disregarded his lawful order to return back to the vehicle for his safety. He may have approached with aggression, but that was because he had to be concerned about the behavior seen, not only driving, but in person. He approached the vehicle, he detained Mr. Adams, and he observed the alcohol in plain view. Judge, whether or not that what he observed in plain view was alcohol is a question of fact. That shouldn't be decided by motion. That should be decided whether or not that substance was alcohol is fact question. What we're here to decide is whether or not Sergeant Rabier, and I apologize if I keep calling you officer, Sergeant Rabier had the right to stop that vehicle, investigate Mr. Adams, and write his subsequent tickets. And I would submit to the court that there was personal observation backed up by scout car video that he observed reckless driving. And that as a result of that, these tickets were issued in addition to what was seen in plain view upon making the stop.
All right, thank you. Council Miller, it's your motion.
Yes, Your Honor. Brief rebuttal, if I may.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. To Ms. Walker's point about Mr. Adams disregarding the officer's order, that alleged order was at the beginning of the incident, as soon as Mr. Adams first exited his vehicle. However, in the video, Your Honor, Mr. Adams exits, his vehicle and immediately walks in the opposite direction. Arguably, he could believe that order was not destined for him. Furthermore, Your Honor, the other officers were on scene within moments. Therefore, I don't, sorry. The officer's safety is of little, not of little consequence, but is not as a big of issue as the people are stating. Additionally, Your Honor, if there were big concerns for officer safety, why were other individuals, particularly the other individual that was with Mr. Adams on the trunk of his car, why was he also not cited? Why was he also not arrested? Why only Mr. Adams? Your Honor, based on the totality of the circumstances here, there was not enough to probable cause to both search and seize Mr. Adams.
Right. I have a couple of questions for both of you. So there is a video that exists, and I think I saw this, where there's evidence that the cars were driving in excess of or at speeds of 70 miles per hour. Is that correct for the people?
Yes, Judge.
For defendants?
Yes.
All right. And what was the speed limit in that particular zone?
Judge, if counsel would allow Sergeant Raybeer to answer that question. I believe it's is it 35 or 45? I'm unclear.
Ma'am, on Gratiot, it's 35 miles an hour, and that was through a construction zone.
And I believe that's correct, Judge.
Defense attorney, Ms. Attorney Miller, do you have any reason to dispute or to indicate that this was not the speed limit, or that you believe that speed limit was 70 miles per hour on Gratiot?
No, I have no reason to believe that a common street is allowable of 70 miles an hour, Your Honor.
All right. So we have established that these cars that were pulling off, that they were going at a speed of 70 miles per hour at least. And Mr. Adams was one of those cars. Is that your contention, Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, Judge.
And do you agree, Attorney Miller?
Yes, I do agree that Mr. Adams was driving a vehicle. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so he was in excess of the speed limit. All right. My next question then becomes, once the friend is pulled over, no, before I ask that question, do either of the parties dispute that there was Sergeant Raybeer was the only officer initially at the scene?
That's correct, Judge.
Madam Prosecutor?
That's correct, Judge.
Your Honor, I
Ms.
believe
Miller.
he had a partner with him that day.
No, Judge,
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask it differently. Do you all agree that there was one car that initially responded to this? Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, Judge, the vehicle driven by Sergeant Raybeer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Only one car responded. And so, but the video, and you all both stipulate that in the city of Detroit on Gratiot, that Mr. Adams was in fact driving at a speed in excess of, or in excess of the speed limit, well in excess of the speed limit. Is that correct, Madam
Yes, Judge.
Prosecutor?
Yes, Judge.
Defense counsel?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And so at some point, Sergeant Rabier called for backup, and multiple, or at least more than one car came to the scene. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Doesn't change the fact that Sergeant Rabier observed, and we have body cam to show that Mr. Adams was in one of those cars that was driving it well in excess of the speed limit. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge. It's
Yes,
scout
Your
car
Honor.
video, Judge, but yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So, and you agree, I didn't hear the law quoted, that if a car is driving, I want to go to where it talks about it's a misdemeanor in the city of Detroit. Yeah. If it's reckless driving, a person who operates a vehicle in willful or wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property is guilty of reckless driving, which, if no injury results, is a misdemeanor. And so we agree that 70 miles versus 35 miles per hour, that's a problem.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then now we get to the fact that it was Mr. Adams that pulled himself over. I don't believe that the facts that support a legal search is dependent upon whether or not the person gets caught, all of their friends get caught and ticketed, or only one person gets caught and ticketed. The reality is that Mr. Adams engaged in this activity. It was observed by Sergeant Adams, and now he's getting cited for a misdemeanor. Is that correct?
Sergeant Rabier, Judge, but yes.
I'm sorry, not Sergeant Adams, Sergeant Rabier. We keep changing your rank, your name. I'm sorry, it's been a long morning. All right, is that correct as to Sergeant Rabier?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your
Madam
Honor.
Defense Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so we know that the law indicates that so long as the officer has probable cause to believe that the traffic violation has occurred or was occurring, that the resulting stop is not unlawful and does not violate the Fourth Amendment. And we know that that comes from the United States versus Ferguson, which is a Sixth Circuit case that says it's probable cause. He observed him taking off at that speed. And even though, and I read it in the brief, Madam Defense Counsel, the officer did not stop him. The officer observed it. And then there's some questions of fact about who said what and all of those good things. And we can talk about that at trial if y'all just need to talk about it. But the bottom line is that the officer observed a misdemeanor that occurred. And then he did, in fact, issue the citation. And so now he has probable cause where he can search that vehicle. And then the alcohol is in plain sight. And so he gets charged with these two charges. For those reasons, I am going to deny the defense's motion. I don't know what you're saying over there, Mr. Adams, but I hope you're not saying it to me, sir. And if you can't hold your peace, you better turn your camera off, because I'm not the one. Not on a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or a Friday. And so for those reasons, I am denying defense counsel's motion to dismiss, and we are going to set this matter for trial. Do we have some trial dates that are coming up? How much time do the parties need before we go to trial?
Your Honor, with this, pardon me.
Ms. Miller, would you like to have a conversation quickly? Maybe we won't need a trial date.
Yes, I would love to. If we could possibly resolve.
Judge, we go into a breakout room. I can put Ms. Miller and I in a breakout room.
Absolutely. And Ms. Miller, for the sake of your client, we just gonna put him in a breakout room. Okay.
Very well.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right. Anyway. All right. Thank you. All right. I am ready. Take your head off in my courtroom, sir. Are we ready on any intake for the rest
Green.
of the team.
Mr. Green, I'm ready on Mr. Green, Judge.
Are we ready on Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Okay, I've got Mr. Green and then Miss.
Attorney Fikens.
All right, can you place your client in a breakout room to talk with in the conference room so he can go into a breakout room with Mr. Fikens so that we can keep the docket moving. And I'll do Mr. Reed's client now.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge,
All right, very
Mr.
good.
Mr. McCray said he's trying to get in, but he's in a waiting room or something. He was on earlier and he said he got kicked out.
Who is this?
Mr. McCray, Todd McCray.
No, was he in earlier or he just came on?
No, he was on. He was on earlier.
I did see him on
All right, let me do time. Okay, because you know Mr. McCray be doing the most. Is he in the courtroom? Turn your camera on, Mr. McCray. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt today before I do this intake, because you've been walking right, sir. Good morning, Mr. McCray. Unmute yourself.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good, and you?
I am doing very well. Put your face in the camera and keep it there for me. All right, there you go. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have 200-605-9101, SP 105-22891, SP 115-93961, SP 117-17581, SP 126-95471, SP 127-75361, SP 132-15471, SP 132-20031, and case number 184-571-551. Mr. McCray, state your full name for me.
Todd McCray.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. McCray?
I'm doing pretty good, and yourself?
I'm doing well, Mr. McCray. You still working your program like you supposed to?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you're doing, Mr. McCray.
I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to do. I haven't been going to the DRP for the last 2 Mondays because yesterday was a holiday and they were closed for the Monday before that. So they told me to return back on the Monday coming up. And I still been just I've been going to drop and everything, and I've been making sure me and Mr. Griffin stay in contact. So.
All right, put your face in that camera. I need to see you.
Sorry.
There you are. All right. And so, Mr. Griffin, I'm concerned I understand they were closed yesterday. Have Ms. Price follow up. I need to make sure that he's in compliance with best practices as to his treatment. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. McCray, how are you feeling about everything so far?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I know it's helping me, so I mean I can't complain or anything. It's not too hard. I just gotta just stay disciplined and keep it pushing for real.
Yes, sir. You've got to stay disciplined. You've got a lot on the table. You need to stay disciplined. Are you finding that let me ask you, have you noticed any changes within yourself since you've been working this program? Since you've really been working it, because you started off not working.
I mean, yes, I find myself like it felt like I got like some type of responsibility, like something that I have to do, like besides my kids and everything, like it's giving me a real responsibility, you know what I'm saying? Like I never really had nothing that I really had to do, or like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's giving me some type of responsibility or something.
Some self-accountability. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because if you don't get up and do what you're supposed to do, there are consequences, right?
Yes.
But do you understand that that's how life is in general?
Yes.
If you don't go to work, you don't eat. Okay,
right.
I'm putting that. That's the way my mama used to put it. You don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
Consequences. Come on, you don't take good care of yourself, you're going to have some medical challenges that you otherwise could have overcome, right?
Correct. Yes.
Let's look at you. I want you to apply that system of accountability. You called it, I'm responsible for something. You now feel like there's some purpose. There's some things that you must do because they carry some consequences if you don't do them. And that's called accountability. I want you to start applying that to every aspect of your life, including with your children. Listen, if I don't set a good example for my children, the consequences are they may grow up and do the things that I'm doing. If I don't get up and go to work and take care of my children, consequences, my kids won't have what they need. And they'll have to go without maybe food, clothing, and shelter. I want you to apply that system to every aspect of your life. How about that?
Yes, that sounds right.
I'm proud of you, sir. I'm proud of you because I didn't know if you was gonna make it. I didn't know. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know about Mr. McCray because you was trying me, Mr. McCray. But I'm so glad that I'm used to being tried and I don't give up. I don't give up. People give up on themselves. I don't give up. And so I'm glad that you decided to work it. I'm so glad you decided. All right. What's going on with your job situation?
I'm still doing the same thing. Like I'm out here with my stepdad right now. We was like we do the it's not seasonal or anything. We just do like the lawn care and everything. And I'm just working with him right now. I get paid just $100 a day, and he give me the little receipt things to showing that he paid me.
I need to see your face, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to talk into the mic. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can hear you. All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Griffin. What do you want? No, is this Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, Mr. McCray.
Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, Mr. McCray been in compliance, Your Honor. Since we had that, his little stay for a couple of days, he got out and he's doing everything he's supposed to do. I haven't had any problems. We are communicating. He answered my calls and responding. So he's doing really well at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Mr. McCray, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
I don't have any questions. I just want to like give you guys thanks for real for not giving up and just like keep pushing me for real, and especially Mr. Griffin. Like he never gave up on me or anything. Like I done did a lot of BS and everything, and he still just was there like by my side helping me and pushing me. So I just want to, it's not a question, but I just want to just say thanks to all you guys.
Listen, Mr. McCray, thank you for not giving up on yourself. Thank you for deciding, hey, I'm going to do this. It's easy to go to jail, but you come out of jail the same way you went in. We want you to make some changes for life, okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm excited about your future, sir. I think that there are some gifts and some talents and some skills and some knowledge that you have not tapped into yet. And I want to see you do it while you're with us, okay?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Did you come to the picnic?
Yes, I came to the picnic. You don't remember seeing
I would have
me?
remembered.
Yeah, he was there with his girlfriend, Judge.
Yes, he was. I remember now. All right. Because I was taking notes on who had girlfriends. All right. Yep, you're right. Mr. McCray was there with his girlfriend. I saw you. All right. What did you think of the picnic? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And it showed me like that you like it's more than just you guys' courtroom. Like I noticed like it's a lot of people like behind you guys and everything. And it's like pretty much like a big family, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it besides the rain. But my family enjoyed it too. It was, my nephew, my youngest nephew and my girlfriend, they got them some food and donuts and stuff. They said it was nice also.
Yes, very good. Look, you said something key because our Wayne County Sheriff was out there. I don't know if you were still there when he came out and talked to the people, but he was there. Sheriff Raphael Washington, he was there. Captain Johnson from the Detroit Police Department with Chief James White. Captain Johnson was there. And so we have people there that just also the director of jails, Director Bomer, she was there. And so we have a lot of community support. We had another judge, Judge Marlena Taylor was there. She came out of her busy day and came down to spend time. She had a good time too. I ain't gonna tell all her business, but she had a real good time. Every time I saw her, she was having a good time. And so she's a wonderful judge. And so just a lot of people from the community, the defender's office was there, Ms. Reesenover, Mr. Reagan, a lot of people were just there letting you all know, hey, we care about you. Court and the system is more than just handcuffs and fines and costs and jail time. We care about you all. I hope that you were able to get book bags for the kids that you have with you.
No, I don't think, no, we didn't get any book bags or anything, no.
Okay.
Yeah. If he needs some, we have some now. So I think you got a daughter.
Yeah, I got a daughter. Yes,
Okay, a daughter and a son. You got 2 kids, right?
I got 2 daughters, but I mean, they both pretty much good because we already went school shopping for them, but it's not like we don't really need it. You know what I'm
Okay, okay, because we do have some more available.
saying? Okay.
All right, get with Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I need, if he needs school supplies and we have them, I think we have some.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get that to him.
Okay, I will,
I
Judge.
need it. All right, very good. I have Mr. McCray in phase 1. Mr. Griffin, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor, and probably on the next, after we get an opportunity to staff, I think he'd be ready. We just had to get him stabilized, so I think he's stable now, so I'll make a recommendation at the next.
All right, then he's going to have, I'm going to still put him down for a face-to-face on September 12th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Griffin, I appreciate the work that you have done with him. I know it has not been easy. It's been work, but you did it, and I appreciate it because look at him now. He is doing great. He's on track, stabilized, and I am proud of you, Mr. McCray, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, you're gonna talk with Mr. Griffin September 12th, and then I'll see you that following week, okay?
Okay.
All right, take good care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
All right, okay, bye-bye. All right. I see Attorney Davis. Do you have a case here before me? Unmute for me if you're speaking to me.
Yes, good morning, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Good morning.
I'm Majan Ahmed.
Ahmed?
Yes.
Okay. It was scheduled for trial at 10:45. Has an officer signed in? Yes. All
Yes.
right, have you talked with the prosecutor?
Yes, we reached an agreement, Judge.
Okay, so you're ready to enter that plea? Where's your client?
He's online.
I need him to unblur himself. He's a little blurry. Let's go ahead and put that plea on the record so I don't hold you up any longer than I have to.
Can you unmute
All
Mr.
right.
Ahmed?
All right, he's still a little bit blurry. Will you attest to the fact, counsel, that that is in fact your client?
Yes, I will.
All right, very good. I'll call the case at this time. I have case number U 673-50423 for Majan Ahmed. Counsel, your appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Maurice Davis, P 76203, appearing with Majan Ahmed, who's present appearing via Zoom. Mr. Ahmed, unmute and state your name. Unmute.
Majan Ahmed.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. And then Officer Sears, place your name and badge number on the record. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's Officer Sears, badge 3938, Detroit Police Department.
Good to see you. Good to see you and good morning. All right, counsel, what's the agreement that the parties have reached?
Judge, my client is prepared to enter a plea of guilty to the amended charge of disorderly persons. There's an agreement that he attended Johnson.
Well, he would have to plead to the facts of the case, counsel, and then I'll amend the charge to disorderly conduct. Is your client ready to do that?
Yes, he is.
All right, very good. Is there anything else that's a part of the agreement that I need to know about?
No, there isn't.
All right, very good. Mr. Ahmed, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, please establish through your client that he understands his right to a trial on today and that he is freely, voluntarily, and knowingly giving up that right in order to take advantage of the people's offer.
Mr. Ahmed, you understand that you have a right to have a trial by either a judge or a jury?
Yes.
And you're freely and knowingly giving up that right and you're going to enter this plea. Is that correct?
Yes.
No one's threatened you or made you any promises to enter that plea. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're doing this on your own free will. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm satisfied, counsel. You may establish the factual basis.
I'll direct your attention to the date and time as written on the citation. Were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at some point, did you make contact with what you know now to be an undercover officer?
Yes.
And you made an offer for sex, is that correct?
Yes.
That was for a monetary offer, is that correct?
Yes. But I just wanna
Satisfied, Judge.
tell. Yes. I just wanna let the judge know, like.
Mr. Ahmed, that's all.
Okay.
All right, thank you, counsel. I am accepting your plea of guilty. I will amend the charge to disorderly conduct, and I'm ready for sentencing. Counsel, is there something you'd like me to know about your client?
Yes, Judge. My client, he's been extremely remorseful ever since he retained me on this matter. He talks to me at least once or twice a week since this incident happened. He doesn't have any other criminal history. He's 30 years old. He's a Uber driver. I think this is a one-time mistake on his part. I don't think the court will see him again if in a situation like this. I just ask the court to impose the sentence as adopt the sentence agreement that the prosecutor and I reached, sentence him to the Johns class, and amend the charge to the disorderly.
All right, that will certainly be a part of my sentencing order, counsel. I will be placing your client on a short probation just to give him the contacts he needs to get done the things that I need him to do. And as long as he gets everything done and his fines and costs paid upon completion, I will release him from the probation, okay?
Right.
All right, I'm ready to sentence as follows. I am going to assess our cost in the amount of $225. The fine is going to be $200. I am also going to assess 40 hours of community service in the city of Detroit through the probation department here at 36th District Court. Your client will also have to attend the prostitution offenders class through Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. He will also have to undergo HIV testing. I do not want results, just proof that he did in fact test. These are the terms and conditions that are set forth. How quickly can your client get his fines and costs paid? Or I'll just give you one date to get everything done. How long do you think it will take, counsel?
Can you complete everything within 60 days, Mr. Ahmed?
Yeah, is it even okay with 1 week?
You can't get the prostitution offenders done in 1 week.
So 60 days, Judge.
Okay.
All right. So I will schedule him for a review on November. Is November 6th a good day?
Yes.
Yes. All right. November 6th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. at which time he is to have all of his fines and costs paid and satisfy all the conditions set forth by the court. That hearing or that review will be by way of Zoom, counsel. But if your client has not successfully completed what the court has ordered him to complete, then that review is going to be in person. And his failure to comply will result in him going to the Wayne County Jail for 45 days. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing else.
All right. Thank you, counsel. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, Judge,
Who has
the probation,
yes.
should he contact the probation department now?
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move him into a breakout room. Miss Mack, if you could have someone from probation come on so he can get all of the information that he needs on today. Okay? How does that sound, counsel?
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. So stay there, Mr. Ahmed. Mute yourself. We'll let you know that you're going into a breakout room.
Thank you,
Who
Your
has
Honor.
Kiera
Am I all
Durham?
Judge,
Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Be safe, please.
You too.
All right.
Judge, I'm doing that for Miss Harris.
All right, very
She's
good.
at work.
Are
Yeah,
you
she's
ready
on her
on this?
break. Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, yes, I know. I see my note. I have case number 210-441-9901. Ms. Durham, state your full name for me.
Kiera Raquel Durham.
All right, how are you this morning, Ms. Durham?
It's hot, but I'm okay.
It is. It's hot in here today. Listen, it was 80 degrees this morning when I came in. I'm like, what is going on in Detroit, Michigan? What in the world? Yes.
I'm doing good.
All right, you are smiling and everything. How are things going for you?
Everything is going great, Miss Harris. I can't complain. I'm sorry,
All
Miss
right.
Holmes. Sorry. Right.
All right, you okay? All right, but Ms. Harris has been very helpful to you in making sure you stay on track.
Of course, yes.
Very good. How are you doing with respect to your services?
Everything is going fine. I mean, I'm doing everything I need to do. So, I've been in compliance.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues that you need the court to address?
No, ma'am.
No issues? All right, tell me, were you at the picnic?
I was there briefly. I work my other job on my off days. So I was there briefly. I saw you were busy, but I see Miss Harris, she gave me my shirt and my due date. I went to go get food. It started raining and I left.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, I hope you were able to enjoy a little bit of something
Yeah.
out of all the things that we had there for you all.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, very good. Any questions this morning for the team?
No, ma'am.
All right. You look totally different today. What's going on with you? What's different?
I don't know. Nothing.
You don't know?
I'm working.
Okay.
I woke up this morning, so everything's good.
Everything's good. All right. Mr. Griffin, I have Miss Durham in phase 3. What do you want to tell me about Miss Durham?
No, according to Ms. Harris notes, she's in compliance, and she's doing everything she's supposed to do at this point, Your Honor, and she is in phase 3.
So, Miss
right.
Judge. Ms.
Yes,
Holmes?
Miss Judge.
So I
that's
know
what I am.
I know I sent her over the paperwork because I was supposed to go to phase 4. I sent her over the
Okay,
paperwork.
but she hasn't made that recommendation yet. We still have
Okay.
to staff. We have not staffed it, okay?
And that's what she
Okay.
said. Yeah, she said she'll make it after we staff.
Okay, perfect.
All right, that's right. Advocate for yourself. Advocate for yourself.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing good, so
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to.
That's right. Get it in because you're doing what you're supposed to do. All right. Look, Miss Durham, you're going to have your next meeting will be a face-to-face with Miss Harris. That's going to be on September 19th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're in great shape. Enjoy the rest of your week. Get back to
You
work
too.
now.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Are the parties ready to proceed on Adams?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Adams is wishing to proceed to jury trial.
All right. Can you bring up a scheduling order for me? If you just put his head in it, or you can call out what I need to get. Okay, it's gonna take a second. She's got to find those trial dates that they gave us, okay? And then we'll get it all set up. We'll get the scheduling order done. I'm gonna place it on the record so that the parties know we need to be ready to go on that trial date, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. Am I now ready to do my intakes? Can somebody say yes, please? Anybody? Say yes. Let's say yes. Just say yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
Very good. All right. Everybody said yes. I'm gonna
Yes.
start with Marvin Green. Marvin Green was here last time. Do we have results from Marvin Green?
Mr. Griffin is on the phone, Judge. I have not seen the results. I know he tested, but Mr. Griffin is on the telephone right now, so I assume.
All right. And so, Ms. Mack, did you take the time? I need to stand up for a second. Did you take the time to run both of our intakes on this morning? I know we've been busy.
No, ma'am.
All right, I need that. Thank you all for your patience this morning. You know, we were closed on yesterday. And so today is a Monday, Tuesday job. Still goes on. I don't get to skip folks and all that good stuff in specialty court. I have to see them. And so, yeah, to just double up for today. So thank you for your patience this morning. Mr. Griffin, are you still on the phone or are you ready on green? Who's doing green?
He's still on the phone, Judge. I can see him talking to someone. I can do my part if the court wants me to start.
Well, give me a second. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, let's do it. Miss Mack, you didn't find anything for him?
No,
You can check and just let me know.
yeah, I'll let you know.
I know you're looking for that trial date.
Yes.
All right, very good. I'm gonna call Mr. Green. I have for Marvin Green, case numbers U630-97322. Mr. Green, state your full name for me.
Marvin Green.
All right, Mr. Green, you came back. You tested every day?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How hard was it for you to not pick up?
It wasn't hard.
Okay. Mr. Green, you understand that the fact that you're with us, that you need some help, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you willing to get that help?
Yes.
And you're willing to work hard to get that help?
Well, that's the ability.
All right. And we are here to do our best as well to make sure that you get that help. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
58.
You're 58 years old. Now, are you the one that used to play football?
Yes.
All right. Who did you play football for?
St. Paul's College and the Michigan Detroit Panthers.
Oh, okay. That's semi-professional, right?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so do you have children?
Yes, I have a 35-year-old daughter.
Just one daughter?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. And is she going to be in your corner supporting you while you're going through this program?
She's taking care of her 2 kids. She'll be all right.
So you have 2 grandchildren, right?
Yes.
All right. Very good. And what do they call you?
Papa.
Papa. Okay. And so Papa has to set a good example for those babies, right?
Yes.
How old are they?
4 and 2.
Oh, they some sweet little babies right now, right? Yes.
Bad little babies.
They some bad little babies. They doing their job then. I'm trying to tell folks. Let people do their job. All right. Very good. And so you are coming to our program. You tested the whole time as the court ordered you to. You tested on this morning, Mr. Griffin. Any issues with this morning?
No issues, Your Honor. Everything came
All
back
right.
good. Yep.
All right. Very good. Because you knew what was going to happen, huh? All right. Yes, sir. Listen, I want you to get the help that you need. I believe that he was referred to, was it intensive outpatient treatment?
Yes, Ms. Price did send me over the DWIN information. I believe he started treatment on September the 8th, which is Friday.
All right, and who is that going to be with?
It's with Hygera.
All right, very good.
Yep.
All right, can I count on you to show up and do what you're supposed to do?
Yes, sir.
Can I count on you to be open and honest and transparent so that they can help you?
Always.
All right, very good. Thank you. I appreciate that. What else do you want me to know about you? What do you like to do?
Oh, I stay at home and take care of my mom right now, so.
Okay, you take care of your mom?
Yeah, she's bedridden right now.
Okay, very good. What do you do for entertainment or for self-care? Eat, sir? You eat for entertainment? Oh, we're not gonna be able to play around with you. Okay, we ain't gonna be able to play around with you, because we don't do all of that over here. We try to watch our figures and all of that good stuff. Okay, all right. What else you want me to know about you, if anything else, Mr. Gray? No. I'm happy that you're here. I am. Listen, you just scored super high points with me. You came back. Why would I come back? Well, ask the other 50 people that don't come back. We ultimately get them, and then they go sit over at the jail and they bellyache because they have to be there for 7, 10, 12 days until I can get to them.
Well, my only problem would be walking to get to us, but other than that, I'm all right.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Green?
Okay, Your Honor, this is Marvin Deidre Green. He was a referral from Judge Perkins. He's originally on probation, was sentenced in June. He had trouble, so he got referred to us for our treatment program. Like he stated, he's 58 years old. He has one adult daughter. He resides in Detroit with his mom. He's currently unemployed. So we did have some conversation about that. I help him out with some employment. He did graduate high school with some college. Very intelligent man. Just sitting here talking to him. His family, brother, sister, mom, come from a good background. Just needs some help to get his self together at this point. Your Honor, he's been unemployed for over a year, so that's something that we definitely gonna work on. His license is currently not valid. I did send that over to Mr. Reed and Mr. Fiken. He doesn't have any valid ID at this point, and that's something that we talked about. He's in the process of getting his birth certificate and stuff, so we can get him some valid ID. He's before you, Judge, on narcotic and drug-related violations. Like you stated earlier today, he did test. Results were negative. Prior, he did do prison prior. We discussed that. He had 2 prison cases prior. Other than that, he just needs to get on track. Like I said, me and him had some good conversation the other day or whatever. He understands that he does need help. He did express that, he want to get himself together. So I look forward to working with him. I'm currently not taking any medications or anything. Need to get to the doctor. He said he hasn't been in a doctor in a while. So that's another thing that that I told him that he, we get on the radar that he need to get to the doctor, be checked out, because he said he do feel some health ailments, but he hasn't been to a doctor. So just some things that he just need to work on. He just got to get himself together. And I think by him, you allowing him, he did show back up today. I wasn't too worried because just having a conversation with him, I felt confident that he would show back up. So that shows that he wants to help, because he could have walked away. So at this time, Your Honor, I would like to request that he candidate to come into our sobriety court program, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I talked to Mr. Green on Friday and I talked to him today. We wanted to thank the court for allowing him to go home on Friday and show the court that he can follow the court's orders with his testing and returning to court today. I have a great deal of respect for his showing up and following the court's orders. Judge, he is eligible to participate in our program under Michigan law. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service, paying some fines and costs. He understands that no alcohol and no narcotics means no alcohol and no narcotics. He understands
And no kratom, and no kratom, and no kratom, and no hookah, none of that stuff. No.
Yes,
okay,
Judge.
Good.
All that is included. He also understands that he cannot leave the state of Michigan without the permission of the court. He understands that the court has the ability to change, to amend the order. He knows that he will get a copy of the order in writing, and any changes, he would be notified of any changes in the court's order. Judge, at one point he had a valid Michigan driver's license. We talked about his driver's license. He has no drinking and driving cases. He indicated to me that he thought he had some unpaid civil infractions in the city of Detroit, and that may be one of the things that's holding up getting a valid driver's license.
He doesn't have anything here, Mr. Reed. He doesn't have anything. So I don't know if you want to get his SOS and see if he has some stuff out county.
Yeah, he does,
but
Your
he
Honor.
doesn't have anything here.
Yeah, he has a ticket. He has one traffic ticket in Hazel Park at 33rd District Court.
Oh, not with us. I'm saying he doesn't have anything with us.
No, nothing with us, Judge, but he do have a traffic offense in Hazel Park that he needs to take care of, and that's probably what's holding his license up.
Well, we will talk about that. We will talk about that, Judge, because he did express some interest in obtaining a valid Michigan driver's license. We talked about the fact that this is a dismissible case. When he completes the program, this case may be dismissed. We also talked about the fact that honesty is the best policy. No one wants to hurt him. We only want to help him. He did express some concerns, Judge, and his concerns, one is transportation. He had to take a couple of buses to get to testing. I indicated to him that we had some bus tickets that we would try to provide those for him if we do have them. He also indicated concerned about getting to some of the required counseling sessions, and I indicated to him that we would do anything, all that we can to help him with transportation, mainly providing bus tickets. Judge, he was receptive, he was respectful, he showed up today. That tells me a lot. I'm recommending his participation in the program. Again, he is eligible to participate under Michigan law, and I think he can work the program. Just I know he can work the program if he wants to, and we're all here to help him. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Green.
All right. Awesome, Mr. Green. You've had an opportunity to talk to the attorney as well as the case manager. Are you satisfied that they answered all of your questions?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. And you are satisfied that you understand what you can and cannot do while you are with us, right?
Oh, yes.
And you also understand that you will be with us a minimum of 14 months. Is that correct?
Yes.
The wonderful benefit is that you will have this charge dismissed without prejudice upon your successful completion of the program. You understand that?
Yes.
And then you also understand all the other wonderful benefits that you are going to receive, because we're not going to just look at the charge. We're going to look at the person and address and work with you on some things so that when you leave us, you will leave us better than you were when you walked through this door. How does that sound to you?
Wonderful.
All right, then I'm going to accept you into our program. Welcome. You are starting off in phase 1. You are going to see me probably more than you've ever wanted to see me. And so, but that's okay. You'll get used to it. I am going to have you do a face-to-face with Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, that's going to be on September 12th, 2023. And that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. And then his court date would be the next, no, I need to go to a Monday. What day you want to see him on, Mr. Griffin?
Monday is fine, Your Honor. Monday would be great. Monday or Thursday would be great.
All right, so we'll put his next court date. We'll make sure his next court date is September, what would that be, 18th, right?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
make
September
sure.
18th, 2023, and that would be at 8:45 a.m. on Zoom, unless your case manager tells you otherwise, okay?
Yes.
All right, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, welcome. Thank you for your patience this morning. I know it took a while.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah, tell him to wait. I'll be down there. Yeah, tell him I'll be down, Judge.
All right, and he needs bus tickets, okay?
Okay, I'll get some.
All right, very good. Just have a seat here. We're gonna come and bring you something. All right, thank you. Ms. Mack, do you have that scheduling order? All right, are we ready to do the scheduling order on Adams?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Have you all already exchanged discovery with respect
Your
to
Honor.
this matter? So there's no more discovery that needs to be discovered. Is that correct?
No, Judge.
All right, awesome. So I won't put a date for that. Let's go to, I need witness list to be exchanged and filed with the court by, I am going to give you, if I give you until September 22nd, is that too much time or you need more or less?
Your Honor, I would just need just a couple of days more. On the 22nd, I am out of town.
Okay.
So if that could
What
be the
about
Monday, the 25th.
Okay, Miss Walker, does that work for you?
Fine with me, Judge.
All right, by September 25th, 2023, witness list. Please note that no witness may be called at trial if they are not included in the witness list. All
Very well.
motions dispositive Okay, very good. All motions dispositive or otherwise must be filed with the court. I am going to give you until October 23rd. Is that enough time?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So that would be October 23rd, 2023. Responses to the motion would be by November 20th, 2023. The final pre-trial conference, did you give me a trial date?
No, I was trying to see when you were doing your date, so I.
Oh, okay, all right. The final pre-trial conference and motion hearing date is going to be on, let's do December. I'm gonna put it on December. I'm gonna have to go December 8th. 2023, and that will be at 10:35 a.m. And so you'll get this in the scheduling order, but just so my record is clear, unless otherwise notified by the court, on the date of the final pretrial, the parties must provide the following to the court: stipulated jury voir dire, stipulated exhibits. The court will not provide copies for the jury. You must also provide jury trial binders, a stipulated verdict form, motions in limine. All motions will be heard at the final pre-trial conference. I need a jury trial date from there.
It's looking like it's gonna be January 8th.
I don't have any date in December that I can do a jury trial.
The last date that they had available for your group, Judge, was December the 4th. You're doing it by group, and all the rest of the dates are taken up.
All right, give me the January date again.
January 8th.
All right, jury.
Just so you know, it may change. I have to check with Mr. Navin, but then that's looking like that's gonna be the date.
January 8th, 2023. 24, I'm sorry. What day of the week is that?
That is on a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Judge,
And
if I
that
just may
is going
ask,
to be-
Sergeant Rayburn to make sure he's not on furlough at that time.
I am not on furlough at that time, no.
Okay, Judge, the people, that would be a good day for the people.
Also a good day for
Wonderful.
defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. So January 8th, 2024, and I am going to schedule that for 8:35 a.m., which means we'll make adjustments to our specialty court docket. The trial, the parties should know that the trial cannot be adjourned by stipulation of the parties, except upon motion to the court for good cause shown. And all parties appearing before Judge Holmes are required to comply with the court's dress code policy. So please make sure you come prepared for court. Also understand that if a party cancels, if something's going to, if you all resolve it, I need to know about that the date before the jury trial, no later than 3:00 p.m. so that notification can be given to trial services so that a jury panel is not called in, and your failure to notify this court of a resolution or the inability to proceed will result in costs being assessed to the parties. We'll have an evidentiary hearing and costs will be assessed to the at-fault party or to both parties. Any questions for my consideration?
Judge, everything is on Zoom until the jury trial date, which is in person. Is that correct?
Yes, I don't know how you all, I'm not doing a jury trial on Zoom. No, I'm doing that in person.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
You have to
just
be
wanted
in
to be
person.
clear.
Yes, thank you for that clarification. Absolutely. Yep.
And
You
Your
all would have
Honor,
to be in person.
one quick matter for
Yes.
clarification. Will the scheduling order be sent to both Ms. Walker and I?
Yes, Ms. Mack, I've signed it already. You all will both get that scheduling order, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I appreciate the court's time today.
Thank you all. Thank you for your patience. Have a good day.
Thank you, you
All
as well.
right. All right,
Sergeant Rayburn,
Ms.
you're free to leave.
Cleveland.
And Mr. Adams, you are as well.
Yes, thank you all. All right, what's your client's last name?
Mr. Kowalski.
Is he on my docket?
No, he actually was coming in today, but I think we need to add him. I do have his case number.
Yes, let me get a case number for Mr. Kowalski. Spell his last name for me.
Kowalski.
First name?
Stephen, Steven, middle name Nicholas.
And I'm good. And so, Miss, what's the case number? Call it for me.
It is 23641901, Your Honor.
And the charge?
Controlled substance, illegal use of marijuana.
All right, very good. Let me have you come up to the mic for me. Sir, state your full name for me. All right, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I know it's been a long morning for you. Thank you for your patience. You've met with Ms. Cleveland, you've met with Attorney Fikens, is that correct? And are you satisfied that they answered all of your questions? All right, I know that you are going to report to a facility on tomorrow, is that correct?
Yeah.
And what time are you supposed to report there?
2:00.
All right, very good. Do I have your commitment to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you. I'm counting on it. You're going to feel so much better, okay? All right, very good. And so tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
32.
You're 32 years old. You have a family?
Yeah.
Okay, who's in your family?
I got two sons and a daughter, and my wife.
2 sons, 1 daughter, and a wife.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. And are they supportive of you in working this program?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, very good. And you admit that there's an issue there, right?
For sure.
Okay, and you want the help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. And so I have your commitment to work the program.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So tell me, where do you work or do you work?
I just got unemployed about a month ago, but I'll be back to work as soon as I get out for sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at finding a job quick, so.
All right. Does the issue that brought you before me, did it play into why you're unemployed?
100%.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. All right, very good. And so what would you like to see happen in this program?
Keep me on the right path and staying honest.
Staying honest, keep you on the right path. What about being sober?
Yeah, that's what I mean by the right path. Yeah.
Okay.
Staying sober, yeah.
All right, very good. Are you willing to participate in treatment and dig deep, meaning being honest with yourself and with your providers so that they are able to help you? Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's a part of that. Stay honest. Very good. I need you to also stay honest with us. The only way that we can help you is by being honest. I don't send people to jail for falling down or for hitting a pothole in the road. I do send them to jail for not being honest, okay? So I have your commitment to be honest. Let me work through, make us work hard. Make us come up with a good resolution to help you, okay? But be honest with us. How does that sound?
Yes, ma'am, I can do that.
All right, very good. Who's gonna be your cheerleaders out there when we get you into the program after you get out of the facility that you're going to on tomorrow? Who's gonna be cheering you on?
My wife, for sure.
Okay,
She can't wait.
all right, your wife, what about your parents?
I don't know if I can find that.
No?
My wife's in that.
All right, okay, very good. All right, what else do you want me to know about you?
Nothing comes to mind. I had 13 years clean and I kind of fell off last year or so. About 2 years now, but I'm gonna get back together.
All right, have you spent some time thinking about what changed after 13 years of sobriety?
Yeah, I know what I did.
All right, and you're willing to address that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. That's gonna help you. So that this time will be the time, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. You seem like a very pleasant person to work with.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to working with you. You saw how you've been here for a minute. You've seen how we operate. It's not your normal court. And so, but we are here to hold you accountable and to help you. And sometimes that can be a little bit difficult to do. You agree with me? All right. So just remember that, okay? All right. I am going to wait, I want to know, what do you like to do? Hobby wise, what do you do for entertainment?
I mean, before 2 years ago, I was a real family man. You know, I spent all the time I could with my kids. And I'm not lost focus, I guess.
Okay. All right. So family time is important to you. I love it. Very good. All right. Miss Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor. Hello. I'm here to present Mr. Stephen Kowalski for entry into our specialty court program, Your Honor. Mr. Kowalski, as he stated, is 32 years old. He has completed the 9th grade. He lived previously in Florida, but now he's a Michigan resident. But he completed the 9th grade while he was in Florida, Your Honor. He's lived in Michigan for about 13 years. He stated also that he was previously employed, Your Honor. He has children, 3 children, a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 2.5, maybe 3-year-old. Now, he does want to participate in our specialty court program. I just mentioned that custody is not an issue regarding his children, Your Honor.
Okay.
He does want to participate in our specialty court program. He has admitted to the conditions that have brought him before you today, Your Honor. His license is suspended. This is something that he reported to me, Your Honor. He does not have any prior felony convictions for violent offenses, that's currently in his admission, Your Honor. He has not participated in a specialty court program before. I did submit the court order for you to sign, but I think it's down here. I don't know if you have.
I have it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like, I could cite by to let you know what the substance is.
Okay.
If you would want me to.
Just text it to me.
Okay, Your Honor. So he tested today. We are waiting on the results of that, but I don't believe that would bar him from leaving today to go and start his program tomorrow when he reports there himself. Your Honor, he's been a pleasure to talk to. He's been very open and frank with me about a lot of things. I believe that he is well suited for our program, and he definitely is eligible to participate in our specialty court.
All right. Did you also explain to him no hookah, no kratom while he's in this program?
I'm going to reiterate that no substances to include hookah, kratom, spice, any of those things that are sold at the gas station, smoke shop, any of those things, Your Honor.
They would not work in your favor, okay? All right, very good. Anything else, Ms. Cleveland?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Fikens, you went in the breakout room with Mr. Kowalski?
I did, Your Honor. He was
All
a
right.
polite, cooperative young man, at least young to me. He certainly wants our help, Your Honor. I think his history reflects that he can use our help. He seems to have good support. We talked about the court's ability to modify or change the court's order. Right now, I think it's presently set at 15 months. He might have thought 14, but that is within the court's discretion. He understands that. He agrees with that. I think he wants this program to work for him, Judge, given his history. He certainly said he needed the help, wants the help. We talked about meetings, treatment, as he is well aware of, testing, which he is well aware of. And we talked mostly about communication and honesty, that sometimes men aren't the best communicative creatures on this planet, and that we could benefit from being open to this court, to the case manager, that we don't want to hurt, we want to help. And the more you communicate, the more you express what's going on inside that gives us just a better, greater opportunity to provide assistance when, even if you think being communicative wouldn't help, you'd think just the opposite. We talked about that, and also to be honest certainly with the court, honest with your case manager, but also honest with yourself, that if you feel that the need for some problem, best not to hide it, best to bring it out in the light and let's deal with it and let's work with it. And he seemed to understand that, Judge. He has some history with that. He certainly wants this program. He does meet all the requirements under Michigan law for acceptance into this program. Therefore, Judge, I'm recommending acceptance into the program.
All right, thank you. And he has no other matters here at 36th District Court. And so you are in great shape. Now, you went through everything with the attorney as well. Are you satisfied he answered your questions?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
All right, do you have any questions for me today?
No.
No questions? All right. Miss, I didn't get that message from you. Let me see if it'll come through now that I've moved.
It's a long one, right? I better just come over.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Very good. And so I do see where it indicated that he has to test 3 times per week randomly. All right, so he's good. All right, what questions do you have for me? No questions? All right, let's do it. How are you going to get to the facility on tomorrow?
My wife will bring me there.
Okay, and I have your commitment to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And to stay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. It's so nice to meet you, Mr. Kowalski. And I look forward to working with you. Listen, I am going to schedule him. I want to see him. Let's see, today is the 5th. I'd like to see him on the 12th. So, because he would be out, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, he would be there
So-
technically for about 21 days.
Oh, he would be there 21 days?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's roughly a month with the detox.
All right, so this is what I'll do, Miss Cleveland. I need you to sign the releases so that Miss Cleveland can get information. I'm going to schedule him. I'm still going to put him on my schedule for September 19th because he's in phase 1 and I need to know how he's doing, okay?
Yes, sure.
And I'll put him on for 8:30 a.m. And then we'll go from there, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so nice to meet you again, okay? All right, you're very welcome. I have signed off on your documents, Ms. Cleveland. I'm gonna pass those up to Ms. Mack. For you, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, you should know that Mr. who's in the courtroom? Mr. McCray is in the courtroom. Did you go and test, Mr. McCray? Okay, Ms. Cleveland, that's your client?
Yes, there's a sheet up there.
I need him. I'm gonna have him go and test, but I wanna do his hearing right now. He needs to go in a breakout room with the attorneys. Have you told the attorney what's going on with him?
No, Your Honor, not yet.
All right, I need you to do that. Let's put him in that conference room. Listen, we've got some issues, okay? We've got some issues. Have you been picking up? Tell me the truth. I don't ask questions I don't already know the answer to. All right. Thank you for your honesty. That's gonna keep you out of jail today.
I know.
All right? Did you hear me? I said that's going to keep you out of jail today because you were honest. You understand that your issue is a lot bigger than what you thought it was, right? You understand that? You do. And I know you don't want to do this program because we're monitoring you closely and you don't have the freedoms that you used to have. But listen, your freedoms really put you in bondage. Did you realize that? Your freedom put you in bondage. So at least while you're with us, you don't have the freedoms to do all the things that you were doing. But what we're going to do is establish a new norm that so that while you're in the free world, you won't end up in the criminal justice system, and you're going to have a better life for yourself because you'll be able to think clear. You'll be able to work better. You'll be able to achieve some goals in life that you have set for yourself. How does that sound to you, Mr. McCray? I know you're trying. I know you're trying. That's why we're here, sir. This program is not, people think when they come to this program, we expect you to be perfect. We don't expect perfection, we expect progress. And when you're not able to abstain from the use of substances, then we want to make sure we put some things in place to help you, not to harm you. So he was honest. I asked him, has he been picking up? He said, yes, he has been. And so I told him that'll keep him out of jail today, because you were coming in today to go to jail. Yes, sir. But you were honest. And so I want to work with you. But listen, part of that work with you is you have to be honest, sir. You can fool yourself all day long, but you're not fooling me, and you're not going to be able to fool the test results. I need you to be honest with yourself first. I need you to be honest with Ms. Price, because I'm going to order him for a reassessment so that we can make sure that we have you in the appropriate level of care. Okay? You might have told us some of the truth, left a little bit out when we did the first assessment. This time I want you to tell the whole truth.
I didn't.
Oh, well, I want you to talk to her about what brought you in here today. Because you just sat over there and told me it's hard.
It is.
And I believe you. I believe you. But you also want this, don't you?
Yes.
You do. How much of an impact has this whole thing picking up had on your life? What do you think? You've been going through a lot? Listen, when you talk to Ms. Price today, I want you to tell Ms. Price, I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Talk to her. Give her the information she needs to do a thorough assessment on you, okay?
Yes.
Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right. I'm so glad you came in. I'm proud of you. I know, but you made it. You made it. You made it. And so I need you to be honest with Ms. Price on today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Miss Cleveland, he has admitted that he's picked up. I'm not interested in sanctioning him on today. What I am interested in is getting him the help that he needs.
Yes, sure.
So can we reach out? Can you reach out to Ms. Price? Let Ms. Price know what's going on, and let's see, can we get him reassessed on today?
Yes, sure.
Okay, let's do that, and then we'll circle back to you, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you, okay, for letting us help you. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm not interested in a sanction today. He's very honest about what's going on, and he needs the help, okay?
Yes, Judge, he did come into court. You talked to him this morning on Zoom and indicated he had to show up. He showed up, and he's honest about his usage, Judge. I agree completely. Thank you.
All right, very good. Let's see what Ms. Price can do. And then I just want to close out, and then I see the Wednesday people to join me. Oh, we have staffing today. Ooh, okay. Yes. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just want to close out the rest of this docket while Ms. Mack is on. Let me go to the 1:30 so I can give dates for these individuals that are on for 1:30 on today. I have Billy Anderson. I think Mr. Anderson was gonna do a check-in with his case manager. So I have Billy Anderson, Z808-8851. And Mr. Anderson will have a return to court date. That would be, what's today, the 5th? I'm gonna have to keep them on the 12th. Yeah, I'll just have to start later for them, okay? For the break, yes, so I'll do a return to court of September 12th, 2023, and that will be at 9:35 a.m. For James Fry, 210-456-7901, he would have a return to court date of September 12th, but that's going to be at 8:45 a.m. He is a veteran. For James Marshall, 130-623-3301, Mr. Marshall will return on September 12th at 8:45 a.m. He's a veteran. For Toye Milton, SP 122-71781, Z800982, Z8081261. For Miss Milton, she will return on September 12th, but that is going to be at 9:35 a.m. For Charles Nix, Z80400351, he would return on September 12th. That will be at 8:45 a.m. For Milton Owens, U59845421, Mr. Owens will return on September 12th. That will be at 9:35 a.m. For Tyrone Puryear, 220-0039, he will return on September 12th. That will also be at 9:35 a.m. For Eric Taylor, 200-452-6701, return to court on September 12th. That will be at 9:35 a.m. For David Tolliver, 210-446-3401, September 12th at 9:35 a.m. For Jerome Trimble, 220-610-6601, he will return on September 12th. That will be at 8:45 a.m. I gave Puryear 210851CDA. Mr. Puryear already has a return to court date of September 12th at 9:35 a.m. And then for Daryl Williams, 210-01102, he will return on September 12th, and that will be at 9:35 a.m. All right. Yes. Ms. Cleveland, did you get to see me? Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah, she said she's gonna come down. All right, very good. I have staffing today at 1:30 for mental health court, so, and I've got to take a break. I've got to.
Okay.
Yes. You need to see me?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, Lord, I'm scared. Miss, you said you understand. Come on. Miss Matt, can you look at the adjourned pays?
I did.
Did anybody pay?
No.
Nobody paid.
No, ma'am. They paid like something on it. Like they paid something. They didn't like just not pay.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, what's up with y'all clients? Talk to them. All right, let me call those real quick, Mr. Green, and then you can speak with the sidebar. I have Cameron Anderson, SP 123-79032. Did Cameron Anderson pay something?
No, but he paid another ticket that had more money on it. So that's probably why he didn't pay this.
All right, so I'm going to adjourn this out since he's made a good faith effort. I will adjourn this out to October. Let's do October. What's the date of it? I'll do October 6th, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. I have for Jonathan Anthony, SP 143-36071. For Jonathan Anthony, did he pay anything?
He owes $100, so he did pay something.
I'll adjourn him to pay until October 6th, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. For Latasha Arrington, SP 134-62031, did she pay?
She did pay. She owes $120.
I'll adjourn her out to October 6th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. And then for Harris Moore, SP 9640022.
He paid something, but he owes $175.
I'll adjourn him out to October 6th, 2023 at 10:30. Please put in the system no additional adjournments.
Yes.
Okay, for now.
Yes, yes.
All right, very good. I think that I missed someone. Avery Troop. Avery Troop, case number 130-587-6101. I am going to see Mr. Troop on September 12th at 9:35 a.m. All right. I think the only thing I have left is Mr. McCray that I need to get a date on the record for him. I need to check in on him. He's in phase 1, right? So he'll have a hearing. I need him to check in next week as well. On the 12th. Can we do that?
Yes.
All right, very good. On the 12th, that's a Tuesday. And so.
Oh, Matt recommended also.
Okay, maybe I'll do him on the 11th.
There's something I smelled and I got a mask on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he told. Dirty screen. Can we do him on a sober link? That might be a little more of a pressure on him than.
Yeah. Mr. Reed, Mr. Feigens, I do believe that for Mr. McCray, I'm going to place him on a sober link. Okay?
Yes,
To
Judge.
help him. We'll pay for it, but I'm gonna place him on the sober link.
No
Yes,
objection.
Judge.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
But he's, cause like I was saying that time too, but so I think Miss Price mentioned that before too. But we gotta get him.
Yes, you are. All right, he'll have a return to court of September 11th, 2023, and I'll put him on for 8:45 a.m.
Yes.
And so, yes, so that'll give us, that way, it'll give us an opportunity. Oh, Miss Mac, here, I need to give this to you. All right, this is the trial. I kept the ticket piece, I guess. All right, very good. And then when Mr. McCray comes down, I need to give him his new date. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikers, he's gonna get on the sober link. Miss, can you call now?
Yeah.
The sober link, yes. I'm not certain that he has started his therapy in Macomb County, which he should have been. He needs to go to therapy. That's gonna be a direct violation of my order. And then he needs to call every day for testing, every single day. Every single day. He does not need to count tests because I may order an additional one. He missed a test. That was an additional test that was ordered. He missed it. So he's really getting a good, encouragement today. I'm not certain that's going to be the case if he continues on this path. I know it won't be. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. All right.
Mr. Mott in the courtroom, Judge. Mr. Mott.
What does Mr. Mott need? Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Mott. You gotta see your case manager.
I know, but, I brought you no gifts and I'm going out the door.
What, I can't accept no gifts.
You get a keychain.
I cannot accept gifts.
Keychain.
No, I cannot.
You have a keychain.
I can. Can you put it on your key ring in memory of me and make sure you think about, I cannot. Why are you trying to give me a gift, Miss Mott? No, I cannot accept gifts. I can't, Miss Mott, how many times you gonna ask me? Let me see what language I need to say it in. Somebody get a translator. Mr. Mott, I love you. I do, but I can't accept no gift from you.
No, I can't. Because if I accept a gift from you, I'm gonna get in trouble, and then everybody else gonna be trying to bring me gifts, and my reputation is. I wish you would. He trying to kill me. That's why he gonna bring some flowers, because he know I'm allergic. So he tried to. You know I couldn't accept gifts. You tried to bring me some flowers, and I couldn't take flowers.
Well, I brought you, I'm paid at zero. I'm not.
Look at you. All right, get with your case manager. I know you ready to get.
You know I'm coming up, y'all. This is my-
All right. Y'all, listen, Mr. Mott is something else. Because I promise you, Mr. Mott, do your thing, Mr. Mott. I'm not mad at you. All right, y'all. Mute me. I need to see Mr. McCree. I need my hour today.
Mr. Fikens?
Yes, sir.
Are we still in session?
I don't think we are, Mr. Reed. I think we can remove ourselves.
Judge, are we free to go?